Alrighty then, let's get right into it. I guess I should. Let's go! I always start out the stream like that. I was watching this video, it's kind of funny. I don't know if I can play it on YouTube, so I'm just gonna not play it, but if you know this scene in Pokemon, it's just kind of a funny little meme, I guess, by Life Sucks God. What a fantastic name. I don't agree with that, but it's all good. It's all good. So you got Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders, and I guess the GameStop site crashed. And I think you had pre-orders at like Best Buy and stuff as well. But yeah, it's all sold out, I guess, already. Crazy. Crazy, bro. GameStop should have made it so you had to go in store. They shouldn't have did online pre-sales. Would have been way better. Because then, people would have went in the store, had that experience. I saw there's a lot of people on live stream right now, just like in line at the store. It's kind of funny. What's up, Jared? What's up, Matt Romano? How you guys doing? I was watching some tape on that Figueroa fight. I think that's a close one. I think Figueroa could do it. I think Cory has the upper hand just because of volume, but Figueroa could do it with a submission or something. But yeah, these guys are just sitting in line at GameStop. Nintendo Prime, whoever this is. Obviously, it's a pretty big stream considering how many viewers they had. There's a few other people here too. Oh wait, I'm not on live. What's up, Muma? How you doing, bro? What's up? Let's see. Wasn't there another one? This is a stock tracker. Interesting. I've seen this guy a lot lately. They talk about some weird stuff though. This is like what old stream used to be, but maybe not as crazy. Like that guy's weird. Gaming Dad? Who's Gaming Dad? I think I've seen this guy before.
She says, I am excited for my daughter to have a console in her hands.
Oh, my guy. I don't know if you're gonna get one if you're just driving there. You might be a little late, my friend. You might be a little late, my friend. I'm sorry to say. Who is this? Dynamite? Oh, this is just little music with... Does anyone even talk in this stream? Or wait, is this that one kid we watched last time? No, I don't know this one. Do you guys know this one? I don't know who that is. Dynamite? I've never heard of this one. That's a new one. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah. I thought these guys were interesting, though. There was another stream of people waiting in line, too, but they must have got off. So, yeah, whatever. What's the news? No news. Just Switch 2 pre-order today. No news, though, I don't think. I haven't got to articles or anything like that, so I don't know if there's anything new as far as the politics nonsense. There was a decent CoffeeZilla video just about meme coins. I watched that earlier. Decent. You're in line at GME right now? Let's go! I hope you get a Switch 2, bro. I was thinking about going, but they didn't open until 12. And I don't really care to get a Switch 2, so I'll leave it to the professionals. I want to get a power pack, bro. I called my GameStop. 4th in line? Hell yes! Let's go! Let's go! Hell yeah, that's sick as fuck, bro. Did you bring some of the homies so you could get multiple, or what? How long have you been standing there? Figgy could do it. Definitely not with a sub. Cory sub and sub defense is just insane. I just don't think Figgy can knock him out. I think Cory's too active, but I don't know. I might not bet on that fight, and if I do, it's gonna be a very low amount. But I gotta watch more. I only watched like one fight, and I'm just like, ugh, I don't know. Biggie's kind of slow. He's like Cheeto, kind of, but he can actually submit people. Chicago been here for like 4 hours. Damn, bro. Damn. That's sick, though. That's sick. We was the first 6 people here. Damn, you got us. You got 6 people with you. Oh my god, bro. That's fucking hilarious, bro. Oh, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. That's so funny, bro. He's got fucking 6 people. Oh my god. Holy shit, that's funny, bro. Oh man. That's awesome. That's the best thing I've heard all day. That's the best thing I've heard all day. They love Nintendo. Are they actually going to play the Nintendo, or are they just going to flip it? Oh, 6 people. That's fucking awesome, bro. You know how it goes. Yeah, I know. Play and then sell. Play and then sell. Sell when the rent's up. Why not push back release date and make more? You don't get it. Well, I think they kind of maybe in a way like the scalpers. Most likely. Like, I'm sure the scalping is good for a lot of these companies, you know? And the low demand, because then they can just raise the prices over time. Like PS5's been doing. PlayStation 5's had like 2 price increases since it's been out. F the scalpers, amen, Victor. I haven't seen that name in here before, but amen. Amen. I'm trying to collect my prismatic, bro. And they all fucking flipping it. They're all flipping the prismatic. I'm just trying to get an evolution, bro. That's all I want is just one evolution. Supply and demand. You talking to Muma? Hey, Muma knows what he's doing. He doesn't care. I respect the hustle, you know. I'm not a fan of it, but I respect the hustle. I tried to pre-order and was put in line, 4-hour wait. Damn. Let's go. There's a lot of people in line here then, huh? How many people are in line at GameStop right now? Is there a lot? Like, how's popping the stream right now? I don't know if that sentence made sense. Oh, 11 people? Okay, never mind. Even Nintendo can't help GME. Well, Cam. It's like 20 people behind us. Tell them to subscribe, bro. Tell them to get on the chat. Be like, hey, yo, follow my boy. He talking GME. Oh yeah, hold on. I don't know if I want a bunch of people from Chicago in my stream. Hold up. I'm just joking. Hold up. All right, so yeah, there's I don't think there's much more as on the GameStop front. Did I get one? Nah, I'm not trying to get a Switch 2. Personally. I'm not a huge gamer. Nice. Is this guy still driving to GameStop? I'm gonna keep an eye on these streamers, bro. His stream's gone. RIP. RIP. Risk Take. Haven't seen that name in here before. Hope you're doing good. What's up, bro? We're just chilling. Just started the stream.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, they're opening the door. Are these guys first in line? Damn. I don't know. The guy probably seen the line at GameStop and said, hell no. That's a good point. That's such a good point. Oh my god. That's what I was saying earlier. I was like, oh, there he is. He's there, bro. He's there. He did it. He made it.
TikTok. Got about 28 minutes if I'm going here in pre-order.
He did it. He made it. My GameStop doesn't open for another hour and 15 minutes. And I don't think I'm gonna yeah. I don't think I'm gonna go.
21, so keep that in mind. RSI, it still has room to go up to the top, so I'm
Do we know this guy?
Of course, we got to break past this red.
Yeah, let's hey. I got an idea. Let's raid this guy. Here, I'm gonna put his name in the chat, or his link in the chat, and we're all gonna go and put GME to the moon in his stream. And if you want, you can shout out the channel if you're a real G, but you gotta go raid this guy's channel. Come on. You gotta go raid his channel. Even I'm gonna do it. Let's go. Oh, just me and Muma? Me and Muma are the only ones? Alright, risk take. Let's go. Let's go risk take. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Where's everyone?
Please go down to 15. Market makers, do your thing and do us a favor so we can buy
15? Oh, this guy sucks. 15?
They're too scared. They know what
15? Boo.
Now, keep in mind, mainstream media is in bed with private equity, and those private equity, they've got companies from within, and those same. Glad to see you here. Good afternoon, Dana. Hope all is well. Hope all is good. Thank you so much for checking.
All right.
All is blessed, stronger than ever. I feel super blessed. I need to work on my diet because I've been gaining a little weight. But you know what?
Hey,
Else has been
I
gaining
appreciate that.
my portfolio that has nothing but GameStop shares. So yeah, gaining weight all around. We gotta exercise. We gotta make sure we live long enough to hit the hundreds of GameStop. People think I'm
Hey, he's preaching right now. This guy's preaching
Crazy.
right now.
I'm just talking fundamentally, baby. Yeah, let's go, baby. And we up into the
Preaching.
right. You already know. It's 51 fam for sure.
Let's go.
Woo! Ricky B. Loco in the house. What's up, my dude?
All right.
Thank you for being here in the chat. Michael Venuti, congrats.
So anyone else wants to go raid him, do it. It's funny. I mean, he is reading the chat now. I should probably stay in there. Huh?
2021. So keep that in mind. My last paycheck plus commissions plus PTO from my old job. So woo! It's gonna be a nice day tomorrow to buy GameStop shares, of course. Not financial advice, but that's what I'm gonna be doing. What are you gonna be doing? Are you gonna spend that money on clothes that's gonna depreciate over time?
I mean, he's spitting
nothing wrong
facts.
with buying clothes. Don't get me wrong.
He's spitting.
But I'm not gonna go out and spend $400 on some Gucci shoes because I don't need that. I don't need that. I got enough shoes as it is. Oh. Anyone want a kitten? Her name is Ruby.
At least
She's
he's
really
buying
cute.
shares. That's
She
what he
drives me
says.
crazy.
That's what he says. I hope
If you
so.
want a kitten? Let me know.
I hope so.
Jay is in the house. What's up, Jay? What's up? Cheers to you. Dynamite, Sam, and Ruby. We all in this motherfucker. Excuse my language, but I'm feeling good. And quite frankly, price action is lovely. Fundamentals are lovely. Our CEO has a zero.
Where's the portfolio proof? Damn, Matt Romano's calling this guy out. That's all I saw when I left. Holy shit. I didn't tell you to go in there and call him out. I told you to go, I told you to go put GME to the moon. Don't call him out. Oh shit. That's funny. That's funny. Oh man. All right, I gotta find some more streams. That was kind of fun. Is there anyone else we can raid? Nobody really joined in on that. It was like me and Muma and Matt and Risk Take. I thought that was gonna be like 10 people going in there at least, but apparently not. I say we raid Gaming Dad, bro. Oh, he doesn't have a chat.
Some Smash Brothers.
He has no chat.
Just get off a live on TikTok. Now we hit it on YouTube. Got about 28 minutes if I'm going.
Oh, this
here
is a
and pre-order.
video. He's not even live anymore. Wait, what? I'm confused on what the hell's going on with that one. That one's weird. We can't rate Nintendo Prime. They're too big. Maybe this guy was on the drive back on that stream. That might have been what happened, and we caught like the end of it. That's the only thing I can think of. What the hell is going on? I don't think there's. Well, I don't know if we should rate this guy.
That's never what happens. It's always some oddball name you've never seen before. You don't recognize it from anywhere, and it's because they're hiding. Again, that's hiding their identity. What that tells you a whole bunch right there, that they have to continually change their identity.
All right, we're rating these guys. Hopefully you rated the other guy. If you didn't, I'm kind of sad, but now you got to raid this guy. I don't think these guys are gonna acknowledge the chat at all, but who cares? Alright, I'm done. I'm done with these people. That was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Alright, on to actual things. Oh yeah, you have Google earnings after hours. That should be interesting. I got called a beta? By who? No way. A beta? By Muma? What? Who called you a beta? Oh man. Oh man, that's funny, dude. That's funny. These fucking, bro. That's funny. I gotta go back. What stream was it? I gotta see this. Which one was it? Oh man, that's hilarious. Holy shit. You're a beta, bro. You a beta. Was it this guy? Was it the Dynamite?
$6.3 billion in cash. Now, 20s, I'm happy with that because that just gets this kitten, she's gonna drive me insane. Look at her. Look at her.
Where was it? This guy?
You could sit on that wire if you want, but shoes as it is.
Or was it Papa?
Anyone want a kitten? You won, baby.
I don't know.
I'm just talking fundamentally, baby.
Going too far back?
Doing his thing in the real world, because I'd be working my ass off and I make sales, so I ain't really worried about day trading or none of that stuff. But if you are good at day trading, I'm not trying to knock you whatsoever, but what I do in the real world is just do my thing. Actually thinking about to have 2 jobs. Hey,
what is he?
GME going to $420.69. Book it, baby. We gonna be here whenever that happens. You feel me, GME Corey? We gonna be here when it gets to that price level. And you know what? Guess what I'm gonna do?
Willie?
Gang, baby.
Will he be here? I don't even know if I will be. I couldn't even be that confident. So that's crazy. They open the golden doors of GME. Oh, the GameStop. Oh, the GameStop.
What's up? Cheers to you, Dynamite, Sam, and quite frankly, Price Action is the board of directors don't
This
take
is
a
where I
salary
left off.
and are willing to stick through the hard times just like we are. $130 million last year in profit, but they want to tell you otherwise. They want to tell you that we are a failing, dying company. Case, baby. I ain't worried about all that noise. I'm just here to buy more GameStop. I rest my case, baby. Value of it. I'm watching you, Ruby. You on you. Boom, baby. You already know.
All right. DN Sunny, what's up, DN Sunny? How you doing, bro? I haven't seen that name in here before. A lot of new names today. I wonder if it's because of the pre-orders. I like how John Tester's like a local in the chat. Like he's here rating this guy, but he just trolls every time he talks in my chat. like what the hell? How come John Tester, you're here? If you're truly here like every day, how come you can do this but not just like be chill in my chat? That doesn't even make any sense. That doesn't even make any sense. Like what? Oh. See what I said about GameStop stores? I haven't even read the chat. I just want to watch his response to everything you said. Who knows what he has? Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I don't know why you just, like, wouldn't show it, though. It's not, like, a big deal. You know? Whether you have 50 or 100 or... Like, who cares? 1,000? Like, I don't know. The people who are, like, too afraid to show their account, it's just a little, like, do you even, you know?
Know it. Gme Cory, Gme to the moon, baby. Let's go. Risk take, Gme to the moon, baby. I appreciate y'all coming to the chat. Mama Burr, how many shares you got? Hey, you know how many shares I got? Let me disclose that real quick. I don't really tell people how many shares I got. I got 51 shares and a beat ain't one. 51 gang, baby. Nice. Let's go. DN
I think 51's legit because the song's 99 or 99 problems. If he would have said 99 shares, I would have, you know. But who cares? It's 50 shares. That's
just to like
nothing wrong with 50 shares. At least he's like, you know, speaking the message, you know. Who cares about? At least he has shares. Most of these people who talk about it, I don't even...
Investment in GameStop, I'll be more than happy
I don't
to do
even
that.
know,
No
man.
problem at all, but 51, baby. Woo! DN Sony, GME to the moon.
And he's hyped about it.
Hey, what's up? I'm getting all of these new supporters here in the chat. I love to see y'all here. I appreciate y'all being here. Moose.
That's so funny. I got all these new supporters in the chat. Hey, I'm supported. I'm watching his video. I just want to see what he said about all you guys. Little does he know. Oh man, that shit's funny though.
Again, GME to the moon. A lot. We got a lot of shares, baby. 51 shares is a lot. Don't get me wrong. Oh, this cat, this kitten.
It's a decent amount.
She's gonna drive me insane. Look at her.
I mean,
look at her. She's so
for like your average, like for like a normal person to even risk, you know, 51. Well, that's 52 times like 25. To even risk $1,000 on a stock is pretty like insane, you know. It's quite a bit for like just like a normal, you know, like $1,000 risk is not
freaking cute.
Nothing.
My gosh, she's not listening to me at all right now.
I mean, it's more like
Sam,
$500
Sam, on the
risk.
other hand, is
You know,
big
maybe
chill
6
Sam.
or 7.
But yeah, we good.
It's nothing to
GME
laugh
Cory
about.
15 boot.
Losing $500 sucks ass, you know.
Ooh, hey, it's all good. Hey, GME going to $420.69. Book it, baby. We gonna be here whenever that happens. You feel me, GME Corey? We gonna be here when it gets to that
That's so
price level.
funny, bro.
And you know what? Guess what I'm gonna do, or guess what I'm gonna not do? Sell. Unless if I run into financial hardship. But your boy is out here doing his thing in the real world, because I be working my ass off and I make sales, so I ain't really worried about day trading or none of that stuff. But if you are good at day trading, I'm not trying to knock you whatsoever. But what I do in the real world is just do my thing. Actually, thinking about or about to have 2 jobs. We'll see how it goes, but I'll keep y'all updated on that. But yeah, GME to 35, GME to 35. Yep, I do believe GME is going to be in 35 in the near future. Of course, you know, if we consolidate for a little longer in the 20s, I'm happy with that, because that just gives me more time to buy at that price range. And you know what? I'm totally cool with that. So let's go, baby. We preaching. Let's go. I'm AI. Ken Griffin sent me. I'm gonna spend 400 on GME. Let's go, GME Corey. I'm gonna literally do. Hopefully, if the money's right tomorrow, I might do the same thing too. Who knows? But
yeah.
ooh, Moose again. Yes, I'm definitely gonna buy a Switch too. Only from GameStop. I
Too
want
late.
like, cause I've been
You're
trying
a
to
little
figure
late.
out what I want in my living room. Do I want an Xbox? Do I want a Nintendo Switch? Whatever it is, I'm gonna get it in the living room. And guess what? I'm gonna get it from your boy GameStop. Hello, our CEO Ryan Cohen. You know the guy.
I like the guy's message. It's interesting. I like the positivity, you know? I enjoy it. Respect a guy willing to go live. Yeah, facts. Amen. Going live's I mean, you have a lot of room for critique, especially when you're talking about GameStop. Oh, you have Intel after hours as well. I didn't notice that. It's a big earnings week, actually. Huge earnings week. Skechers. SkyWest. Some more financials. Damn. A lot of earnings. Lots of earnings. You had Procter Gamble in the morning. And a bunch of other. I wonder how Dr. Pepper did. I think. Oh, Nokia is a stock. I was wondering that. I swear I tried to look it up and it didn't let me. White dude impersonating me. He should make his name Vanilla Nice. Nice, baby. Pressure pushing down on me. Pushing down on you. Oh yeah, KDP is the ticker. Oh damn. I don't remember when I looked at this, but it's been doing all right. Can't remember if I looked at it February or later, but either way, not bad. And then Nokia. I don't even think this thing got kind of clapped. I did look at that then. I thought it would be on the New York Stock Exchange. I don't think that's. Oh, it's not. Okay, it is New York Stock Exchange. Okay. Procter Gamble, how'd that do? Oh, it's right there, down 4%. All these are down except ServiceNow. And damn. ServiceNow is the only thing that crushed. Or, I guess it's continuing. Continuing to crush. Still haven't read my message. You're still watching?
That is a CEO that has a $0 salary.
Oh,
What
you guys
other
are still
CEOs
on
are
this
out here
guy?
doing it like that?
Come on, John Tester. Come on, bro. Come on, John Tester. What the hell, bro? Oh, he's messaging. Hopefully he's not upset with me. I just wanted to have some fun. It's been a boring few days in the GME
What
world.
other companies in the retail sector got $6.3 billion in cash? Costco, Amazon. Let's see. Let's go. I'm gonna spend 4K on GME. Hey, let's do it, baby. You know, Pixar didn't happen, I guess. Where's the want the portfolio proof, eh? Wow, everyone's holding, everyone's saying I ain't got GameStop. Well, not everyone. Matt Romano, you're new to the chat. What's
You
up,
guys
Matt
are savages, bro.
You don't hold GameStop, lying.
You guys
Hey,
are straight
listen,
savages.
it's all good. I got all the integrity in the world. And if you watch my last live streams and the live streams before that, you know, the past couple years that I've been live streaming, you'll see that I made a lot of buy orders and stuff. Only shares. I don't do day trading. I don't do swing trading. I don't do options. I don't do none of that. All I do is buy shares and I move on with my day. So, hey, I'm loving it. Gasp, you're a fake
You guys
holder.
are savages, bro.
I love the sarcasm. Love it. Mama Burr. Hello, bro. What's up, John Tester? John Tester's in the house. A lot of betas in the chat today.
He shouted out John Tester, bro.
Met
That
these
guy
guys,
sucks.
Mama Burr or Matt Romano. I thought they were homies that were being sarcastic, but if they betas, then shoot. Hey, I don't know what to tell y'all, fam.
You guys
I
are
hold shares,
betas.
just like the gang does, and I'm happy with my shares.
Oh, man.
And yeah,
I'm dead.
happy with that. Let me teabag my GME and you. Yeah, let's teabag these boys. We are GME fanboys.
Damn, John Tester,
I'm
you
a
were
GME
made for that
fanboy
guy.
Forever. And even if that means I have to make sacrifices and put all of the pennies in my pocket towards GameStop, then so be it. It's all good, baby. Yo,
guys are
what's
straight
up, Sir Joe
savages.
C is in the house. I'll get going for you, Michael Venuti. I'm sorry, I'm a beta boy. I don't think I've met Mama Burr. Is he a GameStop investor? I'm not too sure who that is, to be honest with you. But you know what? It's all good.
You don't know Mama Burr?
Ruby, are you playing with my mic again?
Bro, you don't know Mama Burr?
Good to see the elitists in here. Michael Venuti, Ricky B. Loco, J.A. These are the real freaking elitists in here. These other boys, I don't know who they are. They must be new to the chat. If y'all GameStop holders and y'all support the movement of GameStop, holler at y'all. If y'all don't, if y'all are shills, hey, listen, I appreciate the support still. Y'all giving me an extra view to
Bro, you shills.
add on to my YouTube video. So
You guys are
appreciate
shills.
it. You better sell after little doofus boy. You better sell after little doofus buys Bitcoin at 100K. I'm not too sure who little doofus is. Matt Ramon.
No. 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 He did not. He did not just say that. I don't know who Little Doofus is. Bro, what? You don't know who Little Doofus is? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. How can you call yourself a GameStop investor and not know Little Doofus? Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit, that was funny, bro. Now, I don't know who Lil Doofus is. I fucking love this guy. We need to... Bro, how do we collab with this guy? Is he still live? Where am I at? 10 minutes? Alright, I gotta see if he's still live. No! Did he end the stream because of me?
I don't know why. If you still support PBCs or any of those guys like that, it's a shame, honestly, because I don't get how they just get away with that kind of stuff. And quite frankly, I'm not going to get caught up in that to sway you the right way. Because mainstream media and all...
Oh yeah, he does only stream for like 30 minutes, huh? Damn. Someone's got to keep an eye and like find out when he's live again. We got to get this guy on the comms, bro. That would be so funny. How does he not know Lil Doofus, though? How do you not know Lil Doofus? Oh, man, that's so funny. What's up, Jay Crispy? Sorry, I was so distracted for a while there. I was just so interested in what he was saying to you guys. You guys are fucking trolls, bro. You guys are actually fucking trolls. What's wrong with you guys? You guys are fucking trolls. Holy shit. Who is that guy? He's somebody who's been streaming about GameStop for a while.
YouTube video, so appreciate you. You better sell after little doofus boy. You better sell after little doofus buys Bitcoin at 100K. I'm not too sure who little doofus is. Matt Romano. Who's Matt Romano? I've never heard of that name. But Matt Romano, whoever little doofus boy is, if you're referring to Ryan Cohen, the guy that turned a company that was burning through so much cash into a profitable company, if you're referring to Ryan Cohen as that, you might need to check your facts, man.
Oh, man.
But we good over here. We good on this side. We ain't worried about it. We've been here for the past 4 years, buying through all of the nonsense and all of the shills and all of the FUD.
It's like
Ain't
a new
nobody
prank call.
Worried, bruh. Mama Burr, your name checks out. Yeah, probably. Whoever Mama Burr is, bless your heart. If you, especially bless your heart if you don't have GME shares, honestly. If you don't have GME shares, bless your heart. But I'm here to let you know why it's a
Muma's
good
a
company,
fake holder,
so that's
bro.
why I'm going to keep on making videos.
Muma don't hold shares, bro. Muma's never even bought a share before. Oh, this is funny. The new prank call. Oh, man. I bet this is definitely a different type of stream today. How many people are here right now? There's 13 people watching this? That's crazy. You guys are crazy. I only got 3 likes, though. I've been slacking on the likes, but I also never tell you guys to hit the button. I don't even think about it, really, unless I look at it. Alright, should we keep watching this? I don't know. This shit's kind of funny. I don't know if anything's gonna beat that. I don't know who Lil Doofus is. But if you're referring to Ryan Cohen...
Yeah, we good. Sergio in the house.
Like, yes, I am referring to Ryan Cohen as Little Doofus.
Let's go, baby. What's up, Cardi's Corner?
Take a fucking joke. Like, you didn't even laugh. Like, Lil Doofus is hilarious. At least in my mind, I think that's funny as fuck.
Pocket CCP up in this thing too. All right, Ruby, it's time. Trying to fly in my room, but anyways, we here. 2735. The price action. Once we get to the 20, once we get into the S&P, it's gonna be a wrap.
See, I skipped through that part, but I caught all 3 things he said. Once we reach 20 billion, once we reach S&P, that's a long ways away, my friend. That's a long ways away. That ain't even part of the, like, sure, that'll happen in the future, but that ain't even part of the play for me.
Because people are gonna be, and we're just here early, and that's whenever short sellers are.
I mean, I do agree we are here early, but I just don't think getting in the S&P and, is that special. It's cool. It'll pump the stock for sure when it happens, but I think what's special is the real long-term aspect of GameStop, like when it just becomes this fucking vehicle that only goes up, like with cash and Bitcoin, like yeah, it's, and maybe not even the stock, but the balance sheet. Like the balance sheet is only up from here. There's not many companies like that. I mean, a lot of the bigger companies are like that, but they also have a lot of debt and stuff too that they have to cover. Like everything GameStop makes just goes in their pocket basically. And like how long can they keep that up? That's what's interesting. Screw the S&P, screw 20 billion. 20 billion ain't shit. Fuck 20 billion. Where's 100? Where's a trillion? Like is a trillion market cap in the next 20, 30 years like a reality? That's interesting.
Convert their positions to long positions. Maybe they've already started doing that. But, people are going to say GameStop ain't making money.
I think a lot of people have a really short-term mindset with GameStop, even though they want to like make it seem like they have a long-term mindset. I think they're thinking very short-term. I think this is going to be like decades long investment, or it could be, maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, but I truly think it could be just decades long, like shit you could pass down and be like, like, I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to because there's so many stocks out there, but imagine if Ryan Cohen just crushes the next 10 years and it's like 100 billion in assets. Like, what?
Much money. They ain't selling as much games like they used to. They ain't making money for itself because we're building interest on top of it on the bottom line. And it's showing on the balance sheet, the SEC fights are there. We're not. If you still support, because I don't get how they just get away with that kind
He also should mention that the company's going to be profitable next year.
of stuff. Let them dig their own grave. I don't guess. Mental dying can change your mind.
Did he just like stop reading the chat? Am I watching the rest of this for no reason?
Or I better that try to tell you that GameStop is not a buy. They're pushing out a certain narrative for a reason. Or B, maybe they want the price to go down so
See, I disagree with that. If someone's telling you GameStop's not a buy, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, risking your money in the stock market it's risky. You don't know sure, we know what GameStop the company's gonna do, but you have no fucking clue what the stock's gonna do. So I disagree with that. Although, I'm biased. I really love GameStop, and that's all I buy. And that's, my pick. I don't know. When the stock market's whatever, there's thousands of stocks. There's things that go up crazy all the time, We just happen to like this one.
they could buy their cheaper shares. Hey, who knows?
What's up, Juan?
Or they're getting paid off to push out a certain narrative. We got to battle these guys with the craziness, with the FUD. I'm here for it, baby.
FUD.
Make a Discord talking about how Ryan Cohen is a doofus. The ones that said that they are talking about how the homies that came in earlier on the internet. I can sense with the craziness, with the FUD. I'm here for it, baby. Because you know what? We can have a chat about it IRL on the internet. I could make a Discord chat. So the homies that came in earlier, well, not homies, the guys that came in earlier talking.
Damn, we're not homies? Damn, what the fuck, bro? I just tried to give your stream some views. And we're not homies? Damn, bro. Damn. I see how it is. I see how it is.
Ryan Cohen is a doofus. On the internet. I can
Oh
make
my
a Discord
god, this
chat.
is so perfect.
So the homies that came in earlier, well, not homies, the guys that came in earlier talking about how Ryan Cohen is a doofus. The ones that said that they are basically saying that GameStop is a failing company or
What? Yeah, bro. That was the point of that, bro. That joke went. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Sarcasm does not work over chat. That shit went over this dude's head like he doesn't. He has no fucking clue about that joke. Like, he didn't even, like, register that it was a joke. Holy shit. That's crazy. We call him a fake shareholder. That's it.
Whatever they said. What did they say? Where's your portfolio proof? You don't hold GameStop lying. Matt Romano.
Damn, Matt. You said.
You ain't never been here. You don't know me. And if you knew me, you would watch. If you wanted to get to know me, you would watch my old videos. But clearly you haven't. You're new. And I just want to say hi and thanks for the view, baby. I appreciate everyone joining today. I am going to have to go back to work soon.
Did you made him in your stream?
I have to commute for the time being. I'm still fire ass setup, dude. Nice. Y'all are going to love it. It's never too late. See Dope Cho. That is dope as fuck, like Dope Cho. Ricky B. Loco, Jay, all the OGs, even D. Sony, Moose again. Hey, peace out, y'all. For y'all, I know it will.
All right, that was interesting. That was interesting. That was interesting. I like this. We should do this more often. That was hilarious. Coming in here, calling Ryan Cohen a doofus. Saying GameStop's a failing company. Oh my god, that was funny, dude. That was classic. Moose again, an OG in the chat. See, that's how you know Moose is respectable. Moose got the shout out in the other stream too. Unless Moose again's been in there before. That was funny. Did this guy ever respond to any of you? Probably not. Let's see. I don't even know. Oh, it was just me and John Tester. Damn, you guys are lame, bro. You guys are lame. We could have sniped this guy too. Boring. Boring. Oh, he said I was an OG. I mean, that guy's been streaming longer than me. Maybe Moose was just respectable. Respectable, as usual. This is the best day ever. That was pretty fun. We'll have to do it again next time he's live. Speaking of risky, bought some GLD calls, 620, strike 30, 20, $11, up 84 right after I placed it. Made those announcements about Fed China, lost money right after that. Damn. Rip. Rip. That fucking Trump coin, anybody see that? Fucking Trump coin went up like 70% because Trump announced that the top 25 holders are going to get a dinner with him or something like that. I don't think it's up as much now. It's still up 56% though. Crazy. Crazy. You should invite him to talk to you while you're streaming. I'll try. We'll see. I'll try. He probably doesn't like us now. Just because we called Ryan Cohen little doofus. Oh, man. That shit's funny. More of you guys should have joined in. You should have joined into the troll. The more people, the funnier it is. Because there's like 15 people right here right now. If more than half of you went in there, man, that would have been funny. Gme boys like to make trolls. I love this place. I mean, we haven't done that in forever. First time. That's interesting. I guess he just appreciated what you were saying about Lil Doofus. He's a Morant's disciple. Oh, interesting. That makes sense. He was just kind of repeating the same shit. I would have typed earlier, but was working now on lunch break. I missed the fun. Ah, I see. I do forget that most people are at work here. So I do understand if you're not able to participate. But that was hilarious. Lil Doofus boy. Oh man, I wish 6ix9ine was here. He would have appreciated that. Oh man. Where's 6ix9ine, bro? He would have loved that. He would have loved every minute of that. And Hugh. Hugh's not here either. They missed out. You got that switch. Let's go, Cyclone Mac. Got the switch, baby. Switch 2. Let's go. Going on lunch to walk my dogs and started raining harder than a Little Doofus comment. I spit milk moment. My coworker looked at me silly. That's awesome. That shit was fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my god. That was so funny. Calling Ryan Cohen Lil Doofus, saying it's a failing company. Oh man. That was the best thing ever. See, the GameStop community should be way more chill. They're all fucking like uptight little weirdos. Like Morant's rants. They don't have any fun. Like we're the only like GameStop community that actually has fun, I feel like. Everyone else is so boring. Oh. I mean, I'm boring too sometimes, but like that was hilarious. The only time I see people do that is like when they're promoting meme coins. So it's hilarious to do it to other we should do it to Morant's one day. When like we got a lot of people in here and everyone's ready to go. Get like 20 people in his chat. Oh man, that would be hilarious, bro. Just a full-on raid. What's up, Kristen? You did missed it. You did missed. You did missed. We should go into the dude's chat and stream this at the same time. Would be dope. That was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Oh man. Oh man. I haven't laughed that hard in a minute. Me missed. Oh, I missed. You gotta get. Where's the Wario hat? Dude, I'm still so beat up from Vegas. You gotta get the or I think it's Waluigi who does it on Super Mario Party. He's like, oh, I missed. I don't know why I put the hat on just for that bit. But probably not worth it. Probably not worth it, but it was funny. Oh, I missed. I wasn't expecting that to be that funny. It was so worth it. Oh, man. Big time miss. You missed. Marantz does not pay attention to the YouTube chat, FYI. That makes sense. That makes sense. Didn't you come from there, Jay Crispy? I can't remember. I know there's like a couple people that are from that chat. I just forget who it is. Let's just target a random live, like doing a prank call. So funny. It's got to be a game stopper though, because then you call him Little Doofus, and that shit is hilarious. They're like, Little Doofus. I mean, there is this guy, Angel. What's up, Angel? I've never seen that name in here before. Oh, you got is that Iono in your profile? I can't tell if that's Iono from Pokemon. It looks like it, but I also can't tell. Might be a different anime character that I don't know. It just looks like Iono. 6ix9ine? No, definitely not. He responds whenever you compare him to others. Ah. Good to know. I watch his stuff. Fair. Fair enough. You never read GameStop is selling singles on shelves, buy one get one free. Thought that was pretty cool. Only way you know if you've seen them in store. Oh, I missed your message? My bad. If it had like a swear word and something in it, it might have not went through. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever saw this message, but singles on shelves, buy one get one free. Oh, those okay, so it's just like the normal cards, no graded. That's actually pretty cool. Except I don't I don't know. Have you pre-ordered Switch 2? Nah, I have not, Angel. I don't plan on getting a Switch 2, unfortunately. I don't think I would play it. But yeah, this is the only guy left to raid, I think. Nobody really streams about GameStop. It's kind of weird. So yeah. That's going to be our only victim if you want. But I think it's got to be enough people band together because there's like 40 people in there. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's 40 people in there, but potentially 40 people. But the card is $1 from what I've seen, so you're basically paying 50 cents for a common. That's about average, though. Especially if it's something you want. That's what they sell them at the card store near me. They have like just throwaway or just common cards. Some EXs, but they're like 50 cents to like $2. Placed a small trade because I heard my wife yelling at the kids one day. Thought she might not be happy losing $2,200. Yeah. Oh man. Right when you were sending the links for that guy's stream. That's probably why you didn't see it. That makes sense. Switch 2 parties at Corey's. I don't have a Switch 2. Muma's got the Switch 2. Saguaro's good for tinfoil on YouTube. Wait, what? I don't want to get too close to people on the internet. That's why I'm distant on purpose, so I don't get kicked out of here. Why would you get kicked out? I don't know. It's not a bad thing to be distant to people on the internet, though. Not a bad thing. Play a bigger trade in GLD. Two kids, nice. Do you like them? What? Did you ask him? Do you like them? That's funny. Well, do you like your kids? It's like, nah, they're little shits. My kids want everything when I take them to GameStop. There's so many cool things there, so I don't blame them. I threatened to kick her out? No way. He's mean to me. I kind of like it, though. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I'm dedicating my day to pre-order a Switch 2. I got unlucky yesterday. Are you sitting in line right now, Angel? It's fun to watch. Of course, not a weirdo. Yeah, I was just laughing at the question. I'd like to return my children. Oh man. I don't know, no little doofus boy. No, I'm just refreshing pages. Well, good luck. Hopefully it works out. Should have just went in line. That would have been the move. Get those camping chairs out. I think it's a little late though. Alright, what's going on here? Indexes are up. Stocks are up. Forex basically the same. 93 Bitcoin. And bonds haven't moved. Tech's leading the way. Consumer staples are all down because of earnings. Still haven't gotten updated short interest. I think I already mentioned the Trump coin. Yeah, I already mentioned that. Tay was the first to pre-order a Switch though. Wait, you were? Or is there, or what do you mean? Is there going to be a second pre-order? I'm confused. I dreamed the other day that I had a kid and told my mom I wanted to return it, but she doesn't. Just wanted to hand it a random baby and told his mine. Interesting. That sounds weird. Someone impregnate this poor girl. For real. Someone. Lord. March home sales dropped to their slowest pace since 2009. Trump tells Putin to stop Russian strikes on... I can never say that. Kiev? I don't know. Kiev? Orders for big ticket items like autos and appliances surged 9.2% in March and rushed to beat tariffs. I don't really want to read about that, but... What impact? Assessing patience. What impact tariffs will have on the economy. China says no ongoing trade talks with the U.S. Calls for canceling unilateral tariffs. Maybe we'll read that. That could be an interesting one. Confidence in Trump handling the economy is plummeting. Surveys, though, so whatever. Hasbro forecasts as much as 300 million impact if China tariffs don't come down. Procter & Gamble says price hikes are likely as Tide owner cuts outlook on tariffs. American Airlines withdraws forecasts. Interesting. That's probably getting clapped then, huh? I heard that Nintendo will release their invitations after June 5th. There's like really like specific requirements for those invitations, I think, though. Like you had to have been like a Nintendo online member. I don't know what they call it, for like a year or something like that. There's a lot of restrictions with that. But I didn't know. I thought they were doing everything today. What's this? I want to read about that. Any Bitcoin articles? Damn, Metaplanet bought more. Metaplanet's going hard on the Bitcoin, bro. They're like really. They're doing every corporate bond offering they can do. Surprised Semlar's not really doing the same thing. Semlar's only done like that one. But Metaplanet's done like 3 within the past like 6 months or some crazy shit. Just for the day, I should go see my real moms though, you right? Definitely. Definitely. Already on eBay and shit for 700. Damn. Damn. That's insane. What? I bet some have sold too. Nintendo Switch 2. Watch. Or wait, the console's not out yet, is it? Holy shit. 650, 650, 700. Wow. People are already buying it for over $700. That's insane, dude. That's actually insane. $849? Holy shit. 750? Good lord, dude. That's crazy, bro. Wow. That's actually insane. Oh yeah, I wanted to read this one. Maybe this one. Metaplanet one I don't really care about, but they've just been buying a lot. I don't think there's any news here, unfortunately. Oh, we'll check that one out. That looks interesting. Yeah, there's like no news. All right, we read all that. Told you I was probably gonna resell for 1K. Go get one while you can flip it for more GME shares, easy money. Yeah, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to. I'd rather sit here. I'd rather just chill. I'd rather buy candy. Candy. Don't you already have a Switch, Kristen? Little Timmy in the suburb and from the suburbs looking at Switch 2 like it's crack and he need a hit. He has his mom's credit card. $750, that's a good deal. That's a fantastic deal. Or there's people who literally just like know that the scalpers are gonna scalp and they just don't really care about the price, you know? I'm sure that's a lot of it as well. I got one in my Walmart cart but haven't pre-ordered yet because I heard Best Buy's better than Walmart. I mean, I would just get it where you can. If not, get both. Because as you just saw, you could literally buy 2 and sell the other one for $700, and then you got a free Switch 2, basically. So, I don't see any point in not getting the Walmart one and trying to get the Best Buy one. If you have the money, I guess. If you don't have the money, then obviously don't do it, but yeah. Should I try to get one? Can I go to walmart.com and get a Switch 2? Probably not. That'd be crazy. Yeah, not gonna work. Whoops. Not available, not available, not available. Well. Yeah, if you have that in your cart, you're lucky. Buy it for a little Dimmy. What you asked? Oh, I just asked if you already I thought you already had a Switch. I think I make good YouTube content, little flipping deals. I've thought about it. I'm just not that interested in, like, flipping. It's fun. I just don't really go out of my way to find deals. I usually just, when I see an opportunity, I'll take it. I want to get a, I don't know. I wish cards weren't as crazy, because I have been considering starting, like, doing card stuff. I do want to get one of those GameStop power packs and make a video, but I don't think any of the GameStops near me have them. But I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do for, like, videos. Jap cards? Nah, I don't want Jap cards, I don't think. I'll figure something else out to make videos about, I'm sure. Who knows? Something always comes along. Usually when you least expect it. I could make videos about GameStop, but it's just not really. I should be more interested in it, but it's just not interesting to me to make videos about GameStop. I talk about it every day during stream, so I feel like that's enough. I think I make good YouTube content, a little cheaper, better quality. Graded ones cost less because the populations are higher because quality's better. Yeah, I've seen that. I have been doing a lot of research on graded cards lately. They're very interesting. I think it'd be cool to try and hunt for, like, raw cards. You know, ones that the PSA 9's like 80 to $100 or more. Try to get the raw card for like 30, $40. You know, go grade it for 20. You know, tiny ass profit, but, like, you get the idea. Could be an interesting thing. Put a like on this video, everyone in the chat. You know the trolling was hilarious. Kudos, Matt and Moomabur Legends. That was legendary for sure. English market just that much better. People will buy PSAs all the time though. Oh yeah, we were talking about the GameStop power packs and you were saying there were no good polls. There's like 3 or 4 videos on YouTube that are actually, like, really good. One guy pulled a $90 like PSA 9 or 10 or something. Another guy pulled like a $50 or yeah, I think it was a $50 card, and then in one of his packs he pulled like another $50 card. Like, I saw some pretty decent hits. Most of them were, most of them were at least like money back, but it was cool to see some decent hits. KCR Snitch 9. Yeah, I kind of never noticed that KCR wasn't here. I just kind of assumed he would be lurking or something. Kev's in here. I saw Kev like 2 days ago. Hugh G's here. Hugh G popped right in. And Kate, I kind of made her leave. So that's, that's my fault. Grind the work crew today. Looks like my solo work days might have to come to an end. Gotta run, but I'll be popping in when not work. All right, Hugh. Much love, bro. You missed a pretty funny time. I do recommend rewatching the stream if you do that at all. You should have watched us raid fucking Nama Dynamite or whatever his name is. That shit was so funny, bro. Holy shit. I wish you were there. That was hilarious. Jap cards are either loved or hated. I think they're I don't hate them. I just think I don't know. I just think I'm kind of more interested in the grading more than like the pulling. But I guess if I wanted to make content about cards, it would mostly be like pulling. I don't know. I probably won't end up making content about cards just because it's such a hassle. I'm sure I'll figure out something else. I am lurking. What's up, KCR? I had a feeling. I was like, nah, KCR is kind of a lurker. He doesn't talk that much in the chat. Sometimes. Like I bet 6ix9ine's here, just lurking away. He's like, they're talking about me still. They're still talking about me. He's rubbing his hands together like Scrooge McDuck. They like me. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I hope so. Got to take notes and timestamp those moments. I'll try and scroll through. Oh, I don't know what it was. We're only an hour in the stream right now, though, so it should be easy to find. It was definitely around the 30-minute mark. There, me and my mom's doing roll call. Here. Matt Romano, here. Jay Crispy, here. Present. Pulled a good amount of cards worth grading. Might be worth it. Especially, I would look at the PSA 9 prices, though. Because I feel like it's hard to get a 10. So, like, I would look at the 9 prices. And if the 9 price, you at least make your money back at minimum. Or make some money, too. I would definitely go for it. Because then if you get a 10, that's fucking sick. No lurk for me, just work. Back to sucking up mice with a shop vac. Damn, I'm sorry, Hugh. I'm sorry, bro. What happened to Kaylin? I thought Jimmy, Baby, and Kaylin were the same person. Nah. I just told her she had to leave the stream because too much drama, I guess. The only way I can put it. I don't really want to go deep on it. Some vids are missing. Going through them to see what happened last time 6ix9ine was here. Oh yeah, some of the times the streams get deleted because of copyright and stuff like that. Because it's kind of a pain in the ass to, you know, uncopyright them. Very hard to get a 10. But you can also pre-inspect. I've been learning a lot about pre-inspecting the past... since I got home from Vegas, pretty much. That's pretty much what I've been watching off stream, is learning how to, like, pre-inspect cards. I think I kind of get the idea. But you're still just never guaranteed a 10. Which is kind of whack. You suck up mice. It's the New York way. Very hard to get a 10. I'm leaning a Switch 9 was a kid, like UG said, just because it makes sense and makes me laugh. I don't know though, because 6ix9ine was like actually like he actually like talked in the chat like legitimately. He didn't seem like a kid. I don't know. Just say it. I think only 2 of them will be 10s. Surprised as fuck she isn't back. Let's just do you remember how we were talking about parasocial relationships the other day? Or yesterday, literally? There you go. That's what happens when someone takes a parasocial relationship a little far. And then you tell them that they need to go away. But it was also my fault too. You know, it was also my fault too. But that's the only... Go watch that video and you'll understand. I gotta piss though, so I'll be right back. I just... While I was pissing, I was thinking back to that raid. I don't know who Lil Doofus is. Holy shit, that's so funny, dude. That's a legendary moment. That's an actual legendary moment. Nah, he wasn't a kid. Let's see, where am I at in the chat? Is 10 and sending a YouTuber's money? Drives everyone nuts not knowing the ending of Kate. Looks like you getting that PSA job. Then you can give all your cards 10s or your PSA body. Oh, that's a good idea. I wish. That'd be cool. That'd be an interesting job, just grading cards all day. What is the YouTuber's name you trolled? I forget. Yeah, they're up at the top of the chat. Like Nana Dynamite or something. I don't remember the name actually. I want to say it's like Nana Dynamite. Are the links still there? Yeah, they are. What is it? Oh, Dynamite 41. He kind of, yeah, I don't know. This is why I don't want to make like videos about GameStop though, because how many people are doing this? Just making random videos about GameStop that like don't even get views. I think yeah, I don't know. Gotta do something interesting. Alright, I don't know where we go from here. There's like, where's my... Oh, okay. Never mind, I was like, where's all my news? Nintendo warns some Switch 2 pre-order invites might not arrive until after launch. After March. Is Oblivion out? Oblivion Remaster? Is anyone excited about that game? Yeah, no news here either. Jeez. The news is lacking. Oh yeah, this was an interesting article. Ooh, this'll be good. That's the game they dropped with no release date. Oblivion? Oh, yeah, yeah. I do remember you talking about that. I thought they've been talking about it for a while, but I guess not. OG game right there. That's the type of game they don't really need to have a release date for, I feel like, though. Because people are going to see Oblivion and be like, oh shit. Oblivion was a pretty legendary game for its time. Yeah, I'm still just Disney Dreamlight. Disney Dreamlight, Disney Dreamlight. Pokemon Go. And Oblivion. That's all these articles are about. Yeah, not a lot of news. Besides Switch 2, obviously, that's really big today. Don't get me wrong, the Switch 2 is pretty massive. But besides that, really not much. Oh yeah, I don't know if we read that article. I guess Enzo is doing really good. It says Enzo director is filled with gratitude over its popularity, far stronger than expected. I kind of expected that game to be pretty massive. I wonder what's its player base. Enzo Steam DB. Enzo. Where's the player count? What the hell? Oh, right there. Yeah, there's not that many people playing, but still decent. It's only been out for a little bit. What games will we play at the Switch 2 release party with you? Oh. Hopefully they make a new Smash Bros. That would be sick. A new Smash Bros would go hard. I would just, dude, if I bought a Switch 2, I would literally just play OG games. Like, I wouldn't even play any of the new games. I'd be all on the OGs. Switch 2 massive for GME. I mean, it's dope. I don't think they really got that many consoles, but, you know, it brings people into the store. And if you go to a nice store, you get to see, you know, you get to see how much it's changed if you haven't been there in a long time. Amped on the new Pokemon, possibly play Borderlands 4. Oh yeah, I forgot about the new Pokemon. That could be interesting. I'd really want to see a new Smash Bros, though. That would be legit. I love Smash Bros. It's a good game. Alright, Uber is adding Volkswagen ID, Buzz EVs to its US robo-taxi fleet. New Mario Kart's cool too. Yeah, Mario Kart's fun. Uber is expanding its robo-taxi ambitions with the help of Volkswagen. The two companies are teaming up to offer autonomous rides in ID Buzz vehicles. They plan to deploy thousands of the vehicles in multiple U.S. markets over a decade. Testing is slated to start later this year with human safety drivers at the wheel. All going well, Uber and VW aim to start running ID Buzz robo-taxi rides in Los Angeles in late 2026. Volkswagen AG's MOIA division is supplying its autonomous driving tech. The ID Buzz is an electric, modern version of VW's classic Type 2 microbus. The vehicle finally hit the U.S. last year for a starting price of $59,995. For the base model, Uber has been offering robo-taxi rides in Waymo vehicles for a while. It's gradually been expanding the number of markets in which it offers such rides. Waymo rides are currently available via Uber in the likes of San Francisco, Los Angeles, Phoenix, and Austin. The evolution of AI cars. That shit's always interesting. Are they making a new Zelda for Switch 2? Or did they just remaster Breath of the Wild or whatever? Alright, TSMC shows off 1.4 nanometer chip tech that will appear in future iPhones and other devices. In case you're wondering how Moore's Law is doing, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturer Corp just unveiled its latest 1.4 nanometer A14 process that will enter production in 2028. The technology promises a 15% performance boost plus a 30% reduction in power draw compared to 2 nanometer processors, set to go into production later in 2025. TSMC said the 1.4 nanometer tech is likely to be used in processors for Apple, Intel, and AMD. The performance gains are thanks to a 20% logic density improvement over 2 nanometer tech. The company's 2 nanometer process saw similar improvements over the 3 nanometer chips. So the 1.4 nanometer chips could be up to 30% faster and 60% more efficient than current chips. Apple's chips today are based on TSMC's 3 nanometer process, and the upcoming iPhone 17, including a rumored ultra slim version, will reportedly use that as well with the 3rd generation N3P node. So Apple won't likely switch to TSMC's 2 nanometer tech for another year or two. That in turn means Apple won't likely employ a 1.4 nanometer tech in mobile and desktop devices for 3 or more generations, and it could be that long before we see it in AMD and other processors as well. However, TSMC usually has multiple generations of a given node, with small improvements in each, and Apple has been adept at boosting performance of its silicon design before switching to smaller processes. That's kind of interesting. They make a new everything. It's a new console. I was just wondering if they had like release dates or anything. Because I don't remember seeing like too many new games on that Switch Direct when we watched it. A lot of remasters, and I honestly just don't really remember what games they announced. Alright, Kristen. A Japanese man's new Ferrari bursts into flames an hour after buying it. A Japanese music producer by the name of Hong Kong saved his money for 10 years to buy his dream car, a Ferrari. Just an hour into owning the luxury ride, it burned to the ground. The 33-year-old music producer spent over 10 years saving up for his dream car, a Ferrari 458 Spider. While he never revealed what year it was, the car was only available between 2011 and 2015, before it was replaced by the 458 Speciale. It's not cheap either, as the car launched with a base MSRP of $249,000 in the US, and can go even higher depending on the exact spec. After finally acquiring the car, Hong Kong took it for a ride around Tokyo's Minato area, but tragedy struck when his car burst into flames only an hour after he got behind the wheel. My Ferrari burned to ashes an hour after delivery. I bet I'm the only one in all of Japan to experience this kind of trouble, Hong Kong said in an X post. The driver revealed that he came out of the fire unscathed, but recalled the moment in a reply to one of his followers. I thought it was going to explode and I was really scared. Fans flocked to the comments to share their support for the music producer, with many sharing the same sentiment that they're happy he's okay. The cause of the fire is unknown as of writing, but it's clear that he wasn't involved in an accident before it burst into flames. Back in March, a Kick streamer went viral after his friend's heavily modded Corvette burst into flames while doing donuts in an empty parking lot. Oh yeah, we watched that. The streamer Convi kept the broadcast live as the fire engulfed the entire car and even showed the aftermath before it was towed. I remember watching that. Kev, what's up, Kev? Steam and Xbox gonna kill the game. I mean, PlayStation as well. PlayStation, all of Xbox's games are going on PlayStation. And who knows? I feel like it's only a matter of time before Steam's on PlayStation. At least it seems like it. Maybe not, but Hongnon Ferrari gone. A little hit to GameStop too. That's sad. Yeah, that's such a rip, bro. Bergam said the Trump administration is considering investing in companies that mine and process critical minerals. The U.S. is heavily dependent on imports from China. Interesting. Is Bitcoin a critical mineral? Just kidding. Because Riot would be the play. But he's probably more talking about like coal and gold and silver and all that kind of stuff. We got coal, the best coal. The best coal. Alright, I want to read this one. Coinbase ends PayPal stablecoin fee as payment race heats up. Coinbase is removing fees for purchases of PayPal's stablecoin as part of a broader effort to increase the use of the coin, an attempt to boost on-chain payment opportunities for consumers and institutional users. In a blog post Thursday, Coinbase said it aims to accelerate the adoption, distribution, and utilization of the PayPal USD, the US dollar peg stablecoin that has lagged the market since it launched in 2023. With a market cap of only $730 million, PayPal USD controls less than 1% of the market for stablecoins tied to the dollar. Tethers and Circles dominate the market 66.5% and 28.3% shares respectively, according to CryptoQuant. PayPal said the companies will also collaborate on stablecoin-based solutions for moving or managing money around the world, particularly in commerce, as well as potential use cases for PYUSD in decentralized finance and other on-chain platforms. We're excited to drive new, exciting, and innovative use cases together with Coinbase and the entire cryptocurrency community, putting PYUSD at the center and driving further utility and adoption for digital currencies among developers, customers, and other users, said Alex Chris, PayPal president and CEO. The stablecoin race. The race for payment stablecoins has been heating up on expectation that Congress will pass its first piece of crypto legislation focused on stablecoins in the third quarter. Historically, stablecoins are primarily used for trading and borrowing in the crypto market. More recently, stablecoins have become more appealing to institutions aiming to transfer value, particularly in dollars, across the globe more cheaply and efficiently outside the traditional financial system. Earlier this week, USDC issuer Circle, which earlier this month filed to go public, debuted a payments and remittance network aimed at financial institutions, challenging a major part of PayPal's business. Ripple, the cross-border payments company and creator of XRP, launched its Ripple USD stablecoin in December. PayPal's two-sided network of more than 430 million consumers and merchants offers an unprecedented opportunity to increase stablecoin adoption globally. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong said in a statement, "The crypto exchange operator has long set its sights on building a global economy that runs on cryptocurrency, using stablecoins as a means to diversify its revenue away from crypto trading. Coinbase has an agreement with Circle to share 50% of the revenue from the USDC stablecoin, and Armstrong said on the company's most recent earnings call that it has a stretch goal to make USDC the #1 stablecoin. Crypto payments integration. Coinbase also has big ambitions for Base, its self-built network for Ethereum-compatible applications. We're moving with haste to integrate crypto payments across our entire suite of products. We think that will be a big business over time, and we're also solidifying Base as the #1 on-chain, or the #1 chain for startups to build on-chain," Armstrong said in an earnings call. "We can really fuel a lot of stablecoin growth by driving more partnerships with global and local players like Stripe and Yellowcard to do more global adoption." He said on the same call with analysts and investors, "We've been adding a number of additional stablecoin trading pairs on our platform." As part of Thursday's update, Coinbase users will also be able to redeem their PYUSD for dollars directly on the Coinbase platform, mirroring a USDC capability. Previously, viewers were required to move their PYUSD onto one of the PayPal platforms, PayPal, Venmo, or Paxos, for redemption. On Wednesday, PayPal introduced a 3.7% annual rewards rate on PYUSD balances, paid in more PYUSD, to boost adoption of the stablecoin. That's actually kind of legit, bro. 3.7 is not bad, but kind of risky. But, I mean, even doing, like, bonds is pretty risky. You never know what could happen. Realistically, it's just stable income, but it's not like for sure. It's about 98% for sure, I guess. I don't know. I say, but I don't think China gives a flying shit about the US. Their trade deals will stay as it was, I reckon. We do have an article right here that could give some info. Not very long, so I don't know how much info it's going to give. People have been trying to move away from the dollar for quite some time. It seems cracks are starting to appear. Yeah, but they're not going to... So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough. It's not like they're going to move into other currencies, though. They're going to be moving into assets, right? Trump is only in 4 years, so they probably just wait till he's out, use some stimulus measures. China's has to be hurting bad. Despite the death kind of interest. Other countries, if you make deals with the US, China will penalize them. Gold, yeah. Gold, Bitcoin. I mean, things that stable. I guess Bitcoin's not really stable, but I don't know how to describe it. There's only a limited amount of it, and they're dumping money in it like crazy. So it just seems pretty unlikely that it's gonna go down a crazy amount. Nothing bad will happen to the dollar. I just mean like the BRICS countries want a different way to trade instead of using the dollar. I see. So what, crypto probably, Bitcoin most likely. Oh yeah, I don't think I told you, but I did read that Internet of Money book and I found it very interesting. Very interesting perspective on Bitcoin. I really liked how he didn't talk about like the price or anything at all, and he just talked about all the applications and like the similar industries that kind of went through the same transformation that Bitcoin's currently going through. And yeah, that was a good ass book, a really good book. China says no ongoing trade talks with the U.S. Calls for canceling unilateral tariffs. The thing is, Corey, you don't have to hold Bitcoin to use it. Buy, send, sell. You don't have to be exposed to the volatility of the used network. Yeah. I get that. All right, I don't know if I understand what you mean exactly. I don't know if I understand exactly what you're trying to get at there. But that's kind of like when I was reading that book, or listening to it, I guess. I didn't read it. I was thinking about that. I'm like, it didn't really make me like more bullish on Bitcoin. It just kind of made me understand it more. Like, I don't need to like invest in it to like benefit from the future properties. I can buy Bitcoin at any time and, you know, use it for what it's supposed to be worth. Like if I needed to send money to someone in a different country or something, I could just buy some Bitcoin and send it to them. Like I don't have to hold the Bitcoin. I don't know if that's what you're trying to get at, but that's like just something I was thinking about while I was listening to it. Because I still think in my mind that these companies that are buying Bitcoin are going to outperform Bitcoin. So like if I really think that if Bitcoin like triples, and I think GameStop, or even, you know, MicroStrategy for an example, if I think MicroStrategy could like 6x or GameStop could 10x, you know, then there's no point in buying Bitcoin because I got the same exposure but more upside, and I can buy Bitcoin at any time. But the idea of holding Bitcoin is still kind of interesting. I'm interested to see what GameStop does with it. I wonder if GameStop's truly going to become a place where, like, kind of like Coinbase, but like a place you could actually go in and buy your Bitcoin or exchange your Bitcoin for cash. I really wonder what GameStop's going to do with the Bitcoin. Or are they just going to hold it? I don't know. I don't think that's all they're going to do. I feel like they're going to apply it in some way. Feel like they're going to apply it because they could make money off like fees, transfer fees. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things they could do to make that more valuable than it is. And if somebody's holding their Bitcoin through GameStop, like GameStop still is holding it. I don't know, kind of interesting. I'm really interested to see what a lot of these companies do, especially GameStop, because they're going to be a pretty big holder. He's a sensible dude. Yeah, it was a really good book. A really good book. If I wanted to send money somewhere, I buy Bitcoin and send it instantly. I don't have to be exposed. Yeah, facts. And it's not that expensive, really. Like, I don't know how much the exchange rate if you wanted to send $100 somewhere, but you just buy $100 of Bitcoin, it's like $1, $2 fee, or if that. Then there you go. Instead of getting, you know, $80, $90, you're getting like 98 or more. I think each country should use their currency in their countries and use Bitcoin as global currency. Bitcoin could resolve tariffs in some way. Yeah, I think so. Or it could just be a way around them, more or less. Not necessarily have the tariffs go away, but a way to get around them and bring more people onto Bitcoin or crypto in general. Bitcoin's just a settlement layer. That's its purpose, but everyone likes to speculate on it, so they hold it. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good book. I liked it. There were so many things in there. So many little, just so many little nuggets. I couldn't tell you all of them. I mean, I talked about it a lot yesterday. I don't know if I could go into that rant again, but there was a dude a couple years back sent 56 million in Litecoin to Singapore. It cost him like $30 and took 4 minutes. Banks can't compete with that. Interesting. Yeah, good point. That's insane, actually. That's insane to think about. I also liked what he talked about, like, you know, how there's 3 billion people in the world that don't have access to a bank account, but they have access to a phone. And how, like, if some random tribe in the middle of nowhere created a coin, or even just like a non-profit or something made a coin for them, an X amount of the money you invest goes to that tribe or something. That's just an interesting way to donate to, like, country, or, you know, just people who don't have a lot of resources without having to go through a lot of hoops, I guess. You just buy a coin. And you could also be like, hey, you could show people, be like, yo, I support this coin that donates to this tribe, where, like, 10 cents could go a long fucking way to them, you know? See, we want to be the reserve currency, so you can use bonds for debt. The U.S. is blessed, but if you're from somewhere else, then that's if they'd even allow it. It'd be a major integration. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Brett does something like that. Wait, what? Coin Brett? That's a coin? Brett? Never heard of it. Brett based. Whoops. This. Pepe's best friend, one of crypto's most significant cultural icons. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like a meme. Unless that's a different one. As soon as the stable stuff gets settled, every app on Earth will turn into a bank overnight. Interesting. Yeah, oh, that is a good point, because Twitter is doing that right now. Twitter already has, like, a wallet type thing set up. Very good point. Very good point. We've read about that before. I don't know if it's like a feature that's already there, but they're definitely making it a feature. I remember reading about it. It's a good point. You have XUSD, Meta USD, Alphabet USD, Apple USD, GameStop USD, Tesla USD. Very good point. Very good point. They can do that until then it won't happen. Oh, it's happening. It's in the works. It's just gonna be slow. It's gonna be slow but fast. It's just like the phone. The smartphone. The internet. Even, not even the smartphone, just the normal phone. Once moms and pops got Apple USD, it's not a major leap for them to finally understand Bitcoin and such. Yeah. But by then, Bitcoin's not going to be like this thing that's going up, 50, 100% a year, I don't think. It's probably going to be more S&P 500-esque. Or more like gold, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be its own little commodity, really. Probably won't follow gold, probably won't follow anything. Kind of just do its own thing. Maybe follow gold a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. A lot of your like average people don't like the risk of they see the stock market as gambling, and especially like crypto too. Like they don't really look at this stuff like investments. I would say a huge majority of people. Someone on X said the 2x Trex GME is down, but GME is up. Interesting. I have no clue what that even is. No clue what that is, Mr. Crispy. Just had a customer come in saying every time they hold the brake and the gas at the same time, they get electrocuted in their seat. You cannot make up customer complaints. They get electrocuted? Interesting. That sounds weird. They're just dumb. They hold stocks and bonds without even knowing. I would argue most people don't hold anything unless it's in their 401k. Majority of people I meet don't actively buy stocks. Really. It's very rare. I mean, I don't meet a lot of people that often, but still. T-Rex single stock ETF suite expands to include 2x leverage exposure to GameStop and Snowflake. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. I mean, GameStop is down today, technically, so it would make sense. But I don't know. She needs to go to the doctor because that's physically impossible. GME ETF that came out today. I asked you about it this morning. Oh, and I didn't see it. Just tweeted pre-order rate live on X. GMEU. Oh, this. That's why I've never heard of it, because it just came out today. This is interesting. I wonder who released this. T-Rex 2x long target ETF. Has like nothing about it. Like no info. Does it have a SEC filing? No SEC filing? I mean, it is an ETF, but Rex shares. T-Rex 2x long GME daily target ETF. T-Rex ETFs have consistently pioneered first to market offerings that provide target 2x or negative 2x leveraged exposure to the daily price movements of leading names such as Tesla, Nvidia, Strategy, Netflix, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Robinhood, Trump Media, Roblox, Spot Bitcoin, and Spot Ether. T-Rex is brought to you by Rex Shares and the Tuttle Capital Management. GMEU is the first 2x ETF for GME in the US. Fund objective. The T-Rex 2x Long GME Daily Target ETF seeks daily leveraged investment results and is very different from most other exchange-traded funds. As a result, the fund may be riskier than alternatives that do not use leverage because the fund's objective is to magnify 200% the daily performance of the publicly traded common stock of GameStop. This might be a good thing to start scaling into. This is crazy. The fund seeks daily investment results before fees and expenses. The 200% of the daily performance of GME. The fund does not seek to achieve its stated investment objective for a period of time different than a trading day. Investing in this fund is not equivalent to investing directly in GME. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. I think this is kind of like a distraction type thing, but I don't know. There's not really a lot of info about it. I guess this stuff. Let's see. The performance data quoted represents past performance. Well, there is none. Market return. Investing in the fund involves a high degree of risk, unlike traditional ETFs. Sounds like she got sciatica. Spies, yes, the indexes are crushing right now. Has a management fee of 1.5%. This is crazy. Well, it's just an example, but that's weird. YOLO update with GMEU shares. Yeah, this shit's kind of whack. Like, it's a cool idea. It's kind of like a meme coin type thing, though, you know? That's literally what it is. But you're not investing in the company. You're just investing in something that potentially follows the company. Like, it even says it in that thing we read that it does not guarantee to move with GME or whatever, or it's not an investment in GME, whatever it said. Trying to find the GME one. They have a lot of these ETFs, though. I mean, I would say this is better than options trading, really. Like, if you're an options trader, this is going to be a better move, in my mind. But most people only trade options because they're, like, cheap as fuck. I can't even find it. Two X or leverage ETFs amplify gains and losses of an underlying index, but their daily reset and compounding effects can significantly impact performance over time, especially in volatile markets. Keep in mind resets daily. I hung up on the 30s expire Friday for the gamble, not gonna lie. The gamble. I'm a gambling man. I'm a classic man. Good lord. There's 139 times on this shit. This is what I'm looking for. Alright, the fund under normal circumstances invests in swap agreements that provide 200% daily exposure to GME, equal to at least 80% of its net asset value, plus any borrowings for investment purposes. The fund may also seek to achieve its investment objective by purchasing call options on GME, or by investing directly in the common stock of GME. The advisor will determine the allocation of the fund's investment in swap agreements, call options, and direct investment in the GME common stock based upon various factors, including, but not limited to, counterparty capacity, blah, 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 blah. The use of purchase call options or direct investments in common stock of GME is typically less efficient than the use of swap agreements and may result in the fund not achieving its 200% daily investment objective. The fund will enter into one or more swap agreements with financial institutions, whereby the fund and the financial institution will agree to exchange the return earned on an investment by the fund in GME that is equal or on a daily basis to 200% of the value of the fund. Yeah, this thing's trash. I ain't fucking with this shit. I ain't fucking with this. I mean, it'd be okay to maybe like scale a little position in there, but fuck that. Fuck that. I'll just buy more GameStop. Swaps, it's really risky. I mean, it's just a fund that trades options. It's not worth it. Not worth it. It could be cool to trade, like, as a trading tool, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Because, if their options don't work out, that thing could lose value over time. Because who knows what the dates are on them. Especially if GameStop doesn't move. Like, yeah. I'm not fucking with it. It's interesting, but I'm not fucking with it. If GameStop released it, you know, maybe I'd be more interested, because GameStop will release things like that. Like a couple months ago, MicroStrategy released this thing called STRK. It's literally MicroStrategy, but it pays out a dividend, so it's a little more attractive to certain investors. But yeah, so GameStop will eventually be like making different this is preferred stock. We'll be making different stock not like options like the options, but like just different options of stocks. Like they're going to have a preferred stock, maybe they'll have a 2x one. I don't know. They'll definitely have other things though. Cuz I think MSTR has a few other things as well. Yeah, like MSTY, option income strategy. I don't think that's MSTR's though. I know MSTR themselves have other things. I just can't remember exactly what they are. It'd be like MSTU maybe? I don't remember. It was like MSTR, no, MSTT, MSTX. I don't remember. Maybe if I type in MicroStrategy. Oh yeah, STRF. Yeah. Is it that one? I don't know. I don't know, man. How do you know who made GMEU? Because I just looked it up. It's that T-Rex group and Tuttle or whatever the hell it was. I don't remember the name. But we just literally looked at the website. That's where that's what I was reading about the swaps and whatever. So I don't know who owns that like T-Rex company, but sure, if you really wanted to, you could dive deep into it. All right, so China on Thursday said that there was no ongoing discussions at the U.S. on tariffs, despite indications from the White House this week that there would be some easing in tensions with Beijing. At present, there are absolutely no negotiations on the economy and trade between China and the U.S., Ministry of Commerce spokesperson He Yedong told reporters in Mandarin, translated by CNBC. He added that all sayings regarding progress on bilateral talks should be dismissed. If the U.S. really wants to resolve the problem, it should cancel all the unilateral measures in China. U.S. President Trump and Secretary Scott Benson this week indicated that there might be an easing in tensions with China. The White House earlier this month added 145% tariffs on Chinese goods, to which Beijing responded with duties of its own and increased restrictions on critical minerals exports in the U.S. The Commerce Ministry's comments echoed those of Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Guo Jiakun, who said on Thursday afternoon that there were no ongoing talks according to state media. Both spokespersons held the official line that China would be willing to talk to the U.S. subject to Beijing being treated as an equal. China definitely wants to see the trade war de-escalate as it hurts both economies, said Yu Su, principal economist, China, at the Economist Intelligence Unit. However, due to the inconsistencies of Trump's policies and the lack of clarity around what he actually wants, China's strategy has shifted from focusing on what you need to what I need. The request for the U.S. to cancel unilateral tariffs reflects that shift. China earlier this week threatened countermeasures against countries that might make deals with the U.S. at the expense of Beijing's interest. We also need to recognize that this is a whatever-it-takes moment for China in terms of U.S.-China relations, Su said. I wouldn't be surprised if China adopts a more hawkish stance if the U.S. continues to escalate tensions. Several Wall Street banks have cut their China gross domestic product outlook in the last few weeks in light of the tariffs and escalating tensions in the U.S. with the U.S. The Commerce Ministry on Thursday emphasized government and business efforts to help companies sell goods meant for exports to Chinese markets instead. From China's perspective, any meaningful negotiations will likely require U.S. to reduce tariffs to the previous 20% or even lower, said Jianhui Zhu, senior economist of Greater China. But for the Trump administration, however, reducing tariffs too far could raise uncomfortable questions. What was the point of confrontation if we end up back to where we started? The U.S. is China's largest trading partner on a single-country basis, but in the last several years, Southeast Asia has surpassed the European Union to become China's largest trading partner on a regional basis. Metaplanet bought another 145. Yeah, I saw that. They've been buying like crazy. I was thinking, I'm like, I wonder why Semlar Scientific isn't raising more money to kind of, like they're in a good spot as far as the business being able to hedge the Bitcoin bet, but I feel like they should have just went hard as fuck like Metaplanet's doing. It seems like at this point you can't have enough Bitcoin. Only caught part of it. So did you say no dividends from GMEU? Yeah, there's not going to be no dividends on a leveraged. And it's not GameStop that released that. It's that other company, the T-Rex, whatever their name was. GMEU ETF. I forget what they were called. How come it's not popping up now? Oh. That's why. Rex shares. Brought to you by Rex Shares and Tuttle Capital Management. So I don't know. We can see what Tuttle Capital Management is. It's just a ETF company, I guess. Doesn't seem like much more than that. Matthew Tuttle. The Fund is not intended to be used by and is not appropriate for investors who do not intend to actively monitor and manage their portfolios for periods longer than a single day. The fund will money if GME's performance is flat, and it is possible that the fund will lose money even if GME's performance increases over a period of longer than a single day. An investor could lose the full principal value of his or her investment within a single day if the price of GME falls more than 50% in one trading day. Interesting. Very interesting. Rex just gives me vibes of a stubby little greedy arms. Just a little greedy guy in a suit. Give me your money. Give me your GME money. Hard to copy and paste. Nah, I'm glad you copied and pasted that part. It's a good thing to post, just in case anyone was considering it. I would never buy it. Russia's finance ministry and central bank to launch crypto exchanges for super qualified investors. Russia's Ministry of Finance and Bank of Russia are set to jointly launch a cryptocurrency exchange designed exclusively for super qualified investors as part of a broader effort to bring crypto operations into a former regulatory framework. Together with the central bank, we will launch a crypto exchange for super qualified investors. Crypto assets will be legalized, and crypto operations will be brought out of the shadows, naturally, not within our country, but with those operations that have been carried out today within the framework of the experimental legal regime, said Finance Minister Anton Silanov during a recent ministry meeting as reported by RBC. Hey, that fund is bullish for GameStop, though. That fund is hella bullish for GameStop, because if someone's willing to put up that much money to trade just GameStop, and they don't think GameStop's going to drop 50%, or did you say only in one trading day? Never mind. So GameStop could still go down, but I would say that's bullish, that someone's willing to do that. I would say at least they don't think it's going to go down 50% in a day. The move follows a proposal by the central bank to introduce an experimental legal regime for 3 years, allowing a select group of investors to legally trade cryptocurrencies. The concept centers around a new investor category, super qualified investors, defined by strict wealth and income thresholds. Previously, the central bank suggested that the status would be granted to individuals with at least 100 rubles, I believe that's rubles, 100 million rubles in securities or deposits, or annual income exceeding 50 million rubles. However, the finance ministry has indicated that these requirements are not final. Perhaps it'll be in this format, or these indicators will be somehow adjusted in one direction or another. This is possible. I think there will be a wide range of discussions, said Osman Kabalov, Deputy Director of Ministry Financial Policy Department. The initiative is already gaining traction among financial institutions. In March, Vladimir Krekoten, Managing Director for Sales and Business Development at the Moscow Exchange, confirmed readiness to launch derivatives trading linked to cryptocurrencies, saying the platform is at maximum level of readiness and could begin operations in 2025. The St. Petersburg Stock Exchange has expressed similar ambitions. SPB Exchange supports initiatives aimed at expanding the investment opportunities of investors and diversifying their strategies. We plan to start trading products tied to the value of cryptocurrency. While some firms see this as a transformative shift, others remain skeptical. Igor Danilenko, head of asset management at Renaissance Capital, dismissed crypto as a viable asset class. There are many ways to protect yourself from inflation without resorting to tokens, without any real collateral, which depends on the influx of new buyers, and are very similar to a pyramid scheme in essence. A pyramid scheme. Damn, it's already almost 1. That's crazy. I think we read this yesterday, didn't we? I think I read a little bit of it, and then I just stopped reading it. Yeah, but I'll read this part. BlackRock's flagship Bitcoin ETF attracted 643 million in net inflows on April 23rd, marking its strongest single-day performance since January 21. The substantial inflow comes as Bitcoin continues its upward momentum, trading above 92,000 following positive signals from the Trump administration. All right, I don't want to read much more on that. Doesn't stocks rely on an influx of new buyers too? These people are so butthurt, it's unreal. Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. Okay. I believe this is the last article unless something new got popped up in the meantime. Alright, so Nintendo's trying to force Discord to give up the identity of the person behind last year's massive Pokemon leak. 6 months after the massive Terra leak that unleashed literally decades of Pokemon art, design documents, and other development material upon the world, Nintendo is trying to force Discord to give up the identity of the person behind it. As reported by Polygon, the company has petitioned a California court to issue a DMCA subpoena ordering Discord to provide the name, address, telephone number, email address, IP address, or other information within your possession, custody, or control, sufficient to identify the Discord user or former Discord user, Game Freak Out. That's the Discord handle of the person who allegedly hacked Pokemon developer Game Freak and then posted a treasure trove of previously unreleased material, ranging from work-in-progress sprites to concept art from the original 97 anime, design Bible lore, and even minutes from a Pokemon Company meeting. This is the first step in a process that could have a very unhappy ending for Game Freak Out if the subpoena is issued and Discord complies with it, both of which seem likely. I'm not a lawyer, but I know how these things go. Nintendo will then be able to bring its lawyers to bear on the currently anonymous leaker. It's not a guaranteed outcome, but the company is notorious for being highly protective of its property and viciously litigious, I think that's how you say that, with those who step out of line. This is where we bring up the case of Gary Bowser, who was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison. He ultimately served 1 and a $4.5 million fine for selling mod chips and jailbreaking software for various Nintendo consoles. That's pretty ruthless, but not enough for Nintendo, which came after him for an additional $10 million in a separate civil suit. It's an amount he can literally never pay off, but Nintendo's squeezing him for it anyway. If legal action is pursued, the Terra leaker may not face consequences quite as severe. They didn't sell anything, after all. But as Polygon reported in 2021, an earlier Pokemon leak did result in a lawsuit filed in that case by the Pokemon Company, which left the two leakers involved owing the company $150,000 each. Given the much larger scale of the Terra leak, I'll be very surprised indeed if Nintendo doesn't come down hard on whoever pulled it off. Alright, let's see if there's any new news. New news. What's up, Kristen? Who started GMEU? Rec Shares and Tuttle Capital Management. And yeah, it was created today. It's not worth your time. So I wouldn't even worry about it, really. Not even worth your time. Google After Hours. Crypto's up a little bit again. All your stocks are up. Indexes are up. Commodities are pretty much up. And Roy and Kitty have tweets mentioning U. People thought it was about Unity. It's really about GMEU. Well, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying that trash. Fuck that. I'm sure a lot of people will, though. A lot of misinformed people are gonna get pushed to that thing. I'm sure. Damn. We gotta do insider buying soon. Maybe tomorrow. Not today. It's stacking up. We got at least like 2 hours of insider buying to do. Amazon and Nvidia say AI data center demand is not slowing down. Companies from Chipotle to Delta are worried about Trump tariffs. Businesses are already trying to pass tariff costs on to customers. German finance minister says trust not yet broken with U.S. prefers 0-0 tariff solution. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Ruya becomes first Islamic bank to offer Bitcoin and virtual asset investment. In a landmark development for Islamic finance and digital bank, Ruya, the UAE's digital, is it United Emirates something? Digital first Islamic bank has become the first Islamic bank globally to offer customers direct access to virtual asset investments, including Bitcoin through its mobile app, according to an announcement. The new service is made possible through a strategic partnership with Fuse, a licensed leader in the virtual asset infrastructure. Together, Ruya and Fuse aim to provide a secure and ethical entry point into the digital economy, with services that are fully Sharia compliant and aligned with the principles of Islamic finance. At Ruya, we're committed to transforming the financial landscape to the UAE by offering forward-thinking services while staying true to our mission of ethical Islamic banking, said Christopher Koster, CEO of Ruya. By integrating virtual assets into our investment platform, we aim to empower our customers to participate in the digital economy sustainably and responsibly. We can also assure our customers that the virtual assets we are offering on our Ruya investment platform are Sharia compliant, providing a much needed certainty. The launch comes at a time of rapid growth in the UAE's virtual asset sector. In the year ending June 2024, the country received more than $30 billion in virtual assets, marking a 42% year-on-year increase, significantly outpacing the regional average of 11.7%. According to the announcement, the move underscores the UAE's emergence as a major hub for digital finance in the MENA region, Partnering with Ruya is a big step towards making virtual assets a seamless part of everyday banking, said Mohammed Ali Yusuf, co-founder and CEO of Fuse. Together, we're combining Fuse's cutting-edge infrastructure with Ruya's commitment to ethical Islamic banking. Unlike other platforms that encourage speculative crypto trading, Ruya's offering is embedded with a curated investment framework designed to support long-term financial growth. The company stated in the announcement it will focus on transparency, fairness, and ethical investing, core tenets of Islamic finance. To ensure accessibility and informed decision-making, Ruya is also offering support through community centers and hybrid call centers, where customers can receive expert guidance on virtual asset investing. That's kind of interesting. let down on 420. Closing at 2807. I don't know about all that, but maybe. Maybe. Authentic Mexican food. Options and accessories to check off so you can just pay at the counter. Gave you a colored sticker. No issues for anyone. Only a $50 deposit required. Excellent professional job. Wait, what? Did I miss one of your messages or something? No issues for anyone and only a $50 deposit required. Excellent. I didn't get it. Must have not went through. Kristen has to approve it, apparently. She didn't approve it. Not even doing your job. Or maybe it just didn't go through. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see the first one. Claude? Kind of forgot about Claude. He's fighting something. I don't see anything. Oh, then I don't know. I don't know what happened. Claude is in the cave again. All I'm saying is people are praising how GameStop handled the pre-order. I see. I just missed. I only got the options and accessories part, and then with no issues. Those are the only two messages I got. But that's dope. I think Gemini is crushing. Yeah, just copy and paste it and send it through if you can. Yeah, not much going on with Claude and Gemini, it looks like. Huge shout out to at GameStop to how they handled in-person pre-orders. Came outside to the line. Give everyone a sheet of paper with all the options and accessories to check off, so you just pay at the counter. Gave you a colored sticker for the corresponding base model or bundle. And it moved the line quickly with no issues for anyone and only a $50 deposit required. Excellent professional job. Oh, nice. That's sick. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Actually. So you got your Switch 2 pre-ordered, KCR? Let's go. Let's go. They're winning people over that way. Amen, bro. Customer set is the Chewy model, bro. It's the Chewy model. Customer satisfaction, baby. Customer satisfaction. It's an X post. Oh. Well, I guess it's probably on Reddit then, huh? The Reddit. The Reddit. I don't game. Ah. I see. GameStop's the one and only retailer Nintendo features on their Switch 2 page for the millions of customers trying to buy one. That's cool. That's really cool. Pre-orders sold out. Love to see it. Got my Switch 2. I guess nothing on Reddit about that. Either way, customer satisfaction's dope. I guess we could have watched that one stream. I wonder if they took their camera in. They're probably not live still. What was their name again? Like Nintendo Prime or something? Yeah, it was these guys.
Or that did sell out in a short, and they have a waiting list, and they go, oh, we just got 20 more, let's call the first 20 people on the waiting list.
Yeah.
You know, because the units aren't technically here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look, that's what we all called it. It was all called the weak conduit. Come on, I mean, look, that wasn't what that thing was called. And I had probably an official. All those other times, you couldn't really get the system past the first 3 minutes of it being available.
Okay, so I think it's right here
To you an hour and a half later.
where they get the paper.
That like was never a thing. So like, yeah, 47 here, but the point is like, I don't think they're gonna because they're promised. Yeah, just walk into a store and pre-order dozens when everybody's but started having to. I have 5 minutes. That is 45. Yeah, you to get our next one weeks before it comes out. The long comes out. Like I don't.
Just double check your dates just to make.
Oh yeah,
All right.
he got the papers right here, I think.
Make
You
sure
aren't getting
cancel the
pissed.
right one.
Yeah.
This is where we literally left off the stream. I remember them opening the shade right here.
That too.
Some are not launch. Is he opening early?
You might be going.
All right, they're the flyers.
I'm gonna hand out these papers. There are limits on basically everything.
Well, that's why we're here first.
Yeah. We want each one of
1:30
the
a.m. baby.
Here is a checklist here.
Oh, okay, there's the checklist. Yep,
Oh, that's sick.
that's fine.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you can just look at mine.
I like how they're making
Damn
this
it.
guy go and
No,
hand him
Unobu
down.
Amiibo.
I wonder if that was that a worker? I think that was a worker, yeah. I thought that was the other guy in the stream.
Damn it.
If you see the papers, it also has
Yeah, you can just look at
post-launch games on the pre-order. Yeah, I saw that, like, right. I saw a little
Yeah, baby.
glimpse of it when it was blowing in the wind. Like,
Okay,
right
there's the
here.
checklist.
Yeah, like, right there, you can see all the games. I don't think you can see them because I'm in the way. But if I full screen it and move myself, you can see the games, like, right there.
$138. No, you.
So yeah, that dude just...
One that works in both Switch one.
But yeah, if there's any accessories you're considering, good
Yep. Anything. Sure.
sure.
It's everything. Pull up. Hyped. 26 minutes after back.
Yeah, that's a good
They're not
that's a
asking
good
for signature.
idea.
They're saying to make things quicker, like especially if you're pre-ordering like a lot of stuff.
Oh, right here.
They're not asking for signature. They're saying to make things quicker, like especially if you're pre-ordering like a lot of stuff, to like mark the checklist. So I marked the checklist so he can just like go down and like hit it in the system to make it quicker. Yeah.
GameStop's still in stock. Really? It wasn't on here last time I checked. It's not, you can't pre-order it. Oh, in store. In store.
Yeah, I don't think I care about any of their bundles.
Get you one before it's sold out.
As I say that, the more I look at the checklist, the more it makes me want to buy more stuff.
Clap my message. It doesn't say anyone message. It doesn't say anyone did. I think you clapped your own message on accident.
When's the Mario Party one? Question? I can. It's one of the fun things about doing these is meet new people.
It goes offline when they go in the store. That's a really good idea, though. GameStop's goated, bro. GameStop is goated. Alright. Tesla owners will soon be able to turn their cars into robo-taxis to generate extra money for the owners, but there's one catch. Ever since the Elon Musk owned company launched the full self-driving beta back in 2020, Tesla has continued to innovate its feature. It's not been without quirks. However, as Twitch streamers have seen FSD fail while inside the car, almost causing accidents in the process. On Thursday, April 24, Tesla revealed that owners will soon be able to turn their cars into robo-taxis, but there appears to be a pretty major catch. If you own a Tesla and want to use full self-driving to turn it into a so-called robo-taxi, the popular EV company says there's already testing the service with employees in Austin, Texas, and the San Francisco, California area. According to Tesla, they've completed over 1,500 trips and 15,000 miles of driving. This service helps us develop and validate FSD networks, the mobile app, vehicle allocation, mission control, and remote assistance operations, they said. The catch is, however, that you can't just send your Tesla out to go drive people around by itself. Full self-driving still requires a human behind the wheel in case something were to happen. After the news broke on Musk's social platform X, users flocked to the comments to share their thoughts. I wonder how long until this feature will take to roll out. Oh, I'd love to call my insurance company and add this to my policy. I'm sure it'll be affordable. We'll have to wait and see if Tesla decides to make available for more owners. That's a good point. Switch thing is going to be good for their bottom line. Should be good for this quarter. It'll be interesting to see what kind of profit they post this quarter, because I think last year, Q1, they didn't post profit. I think they actually lost money, Q1. So this Q1, maybe they'll actually post. Let's see. Right here, I believe, is the Q1. Yeah, they lost 32 million last Q1. I believe this is Q1. It's got to be. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they actually post a profit this time on Q1, which maybe very possible. Motorcycle YouTuber arrested after posting video speeding at nearly 200 miles per hour. Back in May 2024, Bennett uploaded a video to his channel where he allegedly tore up a Connecticut highway in his Honda CBR 1000RR, Fireblade at 192 miles per hour, weaving in and out of traffic. Video has been viewed 4 million times since, but his viral nature ended up coming back to haunt the YouTuber. I just want to watch the video for.
I'm with the boys right now. We're about to.
Oh. The dude was whipping. Good lord. My bad, headphone users. That shit's psychotic, bro. That shit's psychotic. They also had the allocations listed on the door, so you could just count the people in line instead of just hopelessly waiting. People respect that move. It's all about delighting the customer. Amen, amen, amen. That's actually really legit. That's Snitch 9. Organ donor. Squeeze Benz. I know Squeeze Benz. I used to watch Squeeze Benz before he got arrested. That shit was crazy. No news there. Who's that? Squeeze Benz? He's just a guy who used to stream like getaways of the he would get the police to chase him in this like super nice Lambo. I think he started in a Beamer, but then he moved on to a Urus and fucking yeah. He would go and get the cops to chase him and then run away. What if 6ix9ine was Caitlyn? Maybe, who knows? Who knows? There's like no news. He made millions in Vegas. He made a fat stack on GameStop. If he was being legit. No news. Pretty lame. Upcoming wave of retail shortages. No, I haven't read that. I don't read opinions. I don't really like reading about opinions. I'm assuming that's an opinion article, just judging by the title. He didn't leave because he made 150k of GME. He made that one day in the casino. Who knows what happened? Hopefully nothing bad. Hopefully nothing bad. That's about all I can say. Caroline, Caroline, Caroline. Warnings of empty store shelves have been in the headlines. Multiple press reports indicate CEOs of the top American Trump prolonged trade war would lead to apparel and footwear. One key consumer product area to watch. 24 imports from China account for about 37% of all U.S. apparel imports and approximately 58. Oh no, I did read that, I think. I don't know. Hearing is the craziest thing to have happened here. I wouldn't say miss him. Just it's weird how it's weird how much you guys think about it. Like I said, to me it's kind of normal. I see people come and go all the time, so it's interesting. It's very interesting. Like, how come nobody talks about Matthew? Matthew hasn't been here for like 2 or 3 weeks. He's an OG. You know? Like, people come and go literally all the time. I get that he was like a major, you know, contributor to the chat, but still, like, people always come and go. It's kind of part of the game. Six Nine talked the whole time. I mean, Trisha's not here anymore. Jake Waters not here. Those are people who were pretty active in the past. I wouldn't say miss him, just interesting how he vanished. Fair. Good thing it's not the food supply. Is that a screenshot on X article on Insider? Sure. Casino ape boomer Matthew. he's just somewhere stuck to a huff and puff machine. Buy sneakers. I don't think they're coming back. I see Trisha and Jake Waters pop in. Well, I saw Jake Waters pop in like 2 weeks ago. And Trisha pops in every now and then. Because I think she bought GameStop. I'm not sure. I haven't asked her, but she doesn't really chat when she's here anyway, so I never think about it. She usually puts an emoji in, and that's about it. Pour out the 40 for the lost Gme Cory soldiers missing in the chat. Play it so hard to say. It's so hard to say goodbye. Sure says like 1 emoji a month. Still though, if you go back to the old stream, she used to be like way active. Way active. We need to have a moment for the boomers. Pour one out for the boomers. Fuck. One day I too will just be a one emoji month contributor. I hope not. I hope not. That shit sucks. I love talking to Trisha. It sucked when you were gone too. I cried all the time. Cap. You're so cap, bro. You literally could have hit me up any moment of any day. I didn't cry, exactly. You have the biggest cap here. Like, you have like one of those Abe Lincoln hats. I put Abe Lincoln. This is you right here. That's the size of your hat. The cap that you be capping. It's right there. I don't even know if that's tall enough. I don't even know if that hat's big enough for how much cap. Corey, how are you with this? I mean, it happens. But you also, it'd be like randomly, like 6 months. It'd be like 6 months. She'd be like, hey. 6 months later. So whatever. Whatever, bruh. Always trying to make me seem like the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Huh? They're looking at me like I'm the bad guy. You want the bad guy? Say hello to the bad guy. I'd wait 6 months to reply just because. Send a cheeky little hang in there. Hang in there. I don't get Kristen's game. She acts like she likes me, but she doesn't actually like me. It's weird. It's a weird game. I don't get it. It's a weird game. She just uses me for my funny jokes. Just kidding. I don't even have funny jokes. She just uses me for my stream raids. Oh, you're playing games. Thugs and Harmony Crossroads for the GME soldiers lost, but hope no one died. Amen, yeah, hopefully. She wants to be wanted, but never gonna give it up. It's the parasocial. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you up. You need people like me. You need people so you could point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. Well, say hello to the bad guy. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers. Recess? You guys are talking about recess right now? I used to play basketball. Well, it was always sports usually. A lot of sports. Mostly basketball. How old we talking? I don't know. How does it work in the UK? Like in the US we have like 1st to 6th grade is like elementary, and that's where you would have recess. And then you have 7th to 9th grade for junior high. And then 10 to 12 for high school. So I don't know how it works in the UK. Now I'm ready to settle down, JK. What? What do you, I don't even know what you're saying, J Crispy. Oh man. Isn't that like most girls? Oh, I get what you mean. I got you now. I got you now. My standards are high, but not unrealistic. Ah, I get it now. I get it now. It's because I'm not 6 feet tall. It's because I'm short. It's all starting to make sense. Kristen doesn't like short kings. She don't like short kings. I get it. Ah! I'm not moving from my hometown. That's fair. I'm just dying. I almost died. Yep. That water, bro. Choking on water. We're good. We're good. We're good. I can't breathe, but we're good. That made me cry. I take an empty chip back and fill it to the brim with these weird little bugs that lived in the fence posts. Then I'd find a group of girls to release my newfound bug army onto. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's amazing, bro. I believe you 100% too. That's the funny part. That's hilarious. Oh, wow. That's so funny, dude. That is so funny. My newfound bug army. Oh, shit. That's awesome. Can't you just wear stilts? I don't know how to do stilts. You take her out, pay $250 for babysitters, and go plates for 10 kids. Just a joke. I ain't paying for no babysitter. We ain't even going out. I'm staying at home and eating all the snacks. The kids are going to sleep early. I'm sending them to their room. Choke, you bastard. Kristen's gonna date Mitch to get you jealous? Jeez. Rip. R.I.P. Probably about 8 years old. Never date Mitch, he coughs too much. I think it's funny, you guys can always hear him dying when he comes through. I even told him, I'm like, bro, my chat grills you every time you're here. I thought that shit was funny. Unfortunately, he might be getting kicked out soon. Unfortunately. Spill the tea? No. There's no tea to be spilt. A mooch? No. I just don't like living with people. I gave him an opportunity to come here and save money and do something. And that's why I don't help people, because they never help themselves. It's a waste of my time to help people these days. These days. I want to admit that I use you for your funny jokes. I knew it. I knew it. You don't actually care about me. I need to apologize. No, I already knew. You didn't need to tell me. I'll come move in. No, I'm not. I'm not letting anyone ever move in. I'm not. Nah, fuck real estate. Fuck real estate. Fuck having roommates. Shit is trash. Leaving the toilet seat uppies for the streets. You guys take things way too seriously. There's nothing wrong with that. Bro, there's no big deal that I want to kick someone out of my house because I like living in peace. It's the same reason why I kick people in the chat. Like, I don't give a shit. It's like, I just want to live in peace. Like, he didn't do anything, really. He's annoying, but he didn't really do anything. Then the same when you guys are roommates and kick him out. Jackie with the Luigi hat? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit. Holy shit, that's funny. Are we more annoying than Mitch is the real question? Ooh. No, I don't think so, but I don't live with you guys. I can turn off the stream anytime I want, you know? I could stop streaming anytime I want if I really thought you guys were like that annoying, you know? But I don't really think that. Like, obviously, you know, there's moments, but I'm pretty easy to annoy, so it's not like anything crazy. I mean, shit, you guys were here. A lot of you guys were here when I first started the stream. A lot of the Reddit stuff and all the tinfoil was really annoying. But, nah. Definitely not. When you live with someone that you don't really like living with, it's not that great. And then you have to kick them out and they get fucking butthurt because I don't know why. I've lived with people before that I've had to kick out. Not really anything crazy. You give us a topping, I'll run with it in the chat. I let my brother live with me for almost a year. I know the feeling. He's gone. Yeah. Yeah, and that's your brother. That's your blood right there, you know? You love that guy, I'm sure. But there's just certain people, you know, you don't mesh well with, well, especially me. I don't mesh well with most people. Tell him he can keep the hat. Jeez, Kev. Fucking Kev, bro. Tell him he can keep the hat, this man says. I gotta piss. I'll be right back. Corey would hate having a full-time GF. Depends. Depends. I think it'd be a little, I don't know. I've never lived with a girl, so I couldn't say. It would definitely depend on the person, I think. Girls are a little bit more manageable, I guess. If I was a roommate, I'd literally just be that. You'd see me pass through to the room now and then, and that's it. I mean, that's how it really should be, right? In some ways. I don't know. I don't need to go into details because there's no point. But yeah. All I'll say is you guys would do the same thing if you were in my position. And trust me, I love the income, don't get me wrong. The income is not having the income's going to suck, but like I would rather have the peace cuz $700 a month isn't shit. I can literally go work like a minimum wage job for 2 hours a day and make $700 a month. So, in reality, it's not really shit. But it is going to be kind of annoying to not have it. he's gonna be in for a surprise. I mean, it shouldn't be that much of a surprise. It's like 2K for rent nowadays. Oh yeah. Yeah, and that too. Like he needs to he needs to do something. I'll just put it this way, like, I guess this is just like one part of it, but me personally, if I was like in debt, you know, poor, and like he has a good job. He has a really good job. So if I was in his position, like I can't relate. I just can't relate. If I was in debt and poor and had a good job like that, I would literally never do anything ever. I would never spend money. I would work all the fucking time and I would grind my cock off. I would literally grind my dick off of my body from the amount of work. And then I would move out. But he's like kind of like treating it like it's gonna be like a forever thing. And you know, I would like to have like rent forever, but I don't really plan on buying a fucking new house. Like I don't want to buy another house. Fuck that shit. That shit's whack. So I'll never, you know, buy another house and be able to have this one as like a rental or anything like that, because that's not, I just don't see myself doing that. So yeah, it's gonna suck for him, but it is what it is. He should have took advantage. Not my problem. Not my problem. 1200 and I live in the hood in Minnesota. Yeah, I think rent around here is probably like 1500-ish for something not that great. Maybe you could find something cheaper, like straight in the hood. Which, you know, that would be my other option. If I didn't have an opportunity like this, I would go live in the cheapest, shittiest apartment. Like $800 a month or something, and just fucking grind. Like I just, I don't know, I just can't relate. Can't relate. Poor homie's probably lurking. Nah, nobody I know watches this stream. I know that for a fact. Nobody I know would ever watch this stream. Was he in the chat? Just hearing about this today? No. Good job and poor junkie or gambler, poor Mitch. Well, not gambler. Junkie, debatable, but hoarder. Buying collectibles and hoarding is probably the, I don't know if that's the main factor, but it's definitely up there. Buying junk is you'd be surprised how much money you can spend on junk. Cough, pot smoker. I mean, he doesn't smoke more than I do. I don't know what's up there. Couldn't tell you there. I ain't trying to pry, I just need to prioritize, I suppose. I just, like I said, I just can't relate. I just can't relate. Because every time I have been broke, that's what I've done. Just isolate, grind, save, that's it. So I just can't relate to people who complain about being broke and then don't do anything about it when they're literally in like, so there's a lot of people that would fucking kill for the position that kid's in right now. To be able to live with someone like me, who literally sits here on a fucking computer all day and knows almost everything there is to know about finance and saving money and making money, like, that kid's in the best position he could ever be in, but he just chooses not to take advantage of it for some reason, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Marvel or some shit. Records mostly. Mostly records. Don't get me wrong, like, records are a legitimate way to, like, make money and stuff, but he doesn't do anything with them. He just buys them and holds. So, like, you know, in some ways it's not like a bad thing. I definitely see the long-term vision of it, but I don't understand how you can live that way in the meantime, I guess. It's like you can do both, you know? You can collect records and sell them, and, like, you can build and collect at the same time. You don't just, like, yeah. I can't explain it to you because I can't relate, because I don't like things. I hate things. So I just don't understand. But I like music. Yeah, and records are a good investment. Like, a lot of records, it's kind of similar to trading cards. They really only go up in value. But still, like, you can't just fucking, it's like, it would be like someone, this is the only way I could put it. It'd be like someone, and we have seen it in here. We've seen people who, like, talk about needing money and whatever, but then they're all in GameStop. You know? It's like, what? You have fucking money. Why the fuck are you complaining? Sell some of your fucking GameStop, you idiot. That's, like, basically what I could compare it to. That it would be relatable for some people here. It's like, you don't want to sell it, but it's like, if you're in a position where you have to fucking sell it, just sell the shit. Who cares? It's a fucking item. It means nothing. It literally means nothing. Like the car, I hate it. Yeah, cars suck. Records come in handy in a zombie apocalypse too. That's true. Why you coming at me like that, me? Literally me. I mean, I'm sorry. I just don't get it. Like, if you truly, I mean, obviously you're getting by, so it's not that bad. But you don't live in my basement. If you lived in my basement, you'd be stacking. You know? You'd be straight stacking. It's a little different. This caddy broke down 2 times already. Whoosh, gone 3K. Damn. That sucks. You gotta get on that YouTube, bro. You gotta learn how to fix your stuff. Fix your own stuff. Save a little bit. If it's not a huge job. They cost a lot for maintenance. Oh, the market just closed. 2707, I believe. I don't know who Lil Doofus is. I don't know who Little Doofus is, but you talking about Ryan Cohen. That's facts. I'd be a Cory mini-me. Matt said you living in your basement. Live in his basement. Transmission, then was a... see, the transmission's tough. Rusted gas line. I don't know how... I think gas lines are somewhat pretty easy. You just gotta empty the fuel and replace it. I've never done one, though. But the transmission, I wouldn't know how to do that. Matt Romano's the boy. Matt Romano is your man if you want car stuff. All right, peace out, KCR. I appreciate you supporting the stream, bro. God bless you. God bless you, my friend. Have a good rest of your night. Water sits on top of gas tanks. I see. Lil Doofus boy. I don't know who Lil Doofus boy is. God, that was legendary. Oh, that was so legendary. I can't wait to raid that kid again. Does he stream every day? I don't even remember his name. We'll see next time. I ain't worried about it. I just release a little water out from the fuel filter now and then. I hit sub to that stream and now he popped up on my main page. He wants you to Dynamite. I probably should have looked over the car a bit more, maybe. Yeah, it's an older car. I mean, 2007's old, bro. So, you know, once you get all the problems fixed, that thing should be crushing. Realistically. I'm going to clown him on Team 51. Morant says it's Team 51 because it does not matter how many shares you have. Oh, it matters. Oh, it matters. It's because you gotta be all in or nothing. No, I'm just kidding. It really doesn't matter, I don't think. But I would argue your position size definitely shows your conviction in the play. In some way, you know. Not saying, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people who believe in GameStop that don't have the resources to bet as much as they would want to, and I understand that, but for a lot of people, I would argue their share position really shows you how much they believe in it, and also if they're adding or not. Like if it would be, you know, if you had 51 shares and, you know, you're adding a few every now and then, that would be more respectable, especially if you're, you know, going to be talking about this stock and everything they're doing. You should be adding to your position for sure. I'll be honest, position size says a lot about a man's work ethic. Interesting. I don't really know if I know what you mean by that. I kind of understand, but if you can elaborate on it, that would be cool. I guess it also just shows your priorities, you know? Like, you know, I wouldn't have as many shares as I had if I wanted to buy, like, other things, you know? The only reason I really have as many shares as I have is because I don't want to buy anything else. So, definitely could show your priorities as well. How a man Morant's age and only have 51 shares, he's a bum. I think Morant's has more. Unless his account's fake, I don't know. You know, you can't really prove that or not. I don't think. I mean, you can, but you can't. But Yeah. I don't think he adds to the position, though. I think he just has his position. And, yeah. But I don't watch enough. Is it hard to fake? Nah, not really. Not really at all. It's very easy to fake having a position, actually. Just copy and paste some DRS JPEG from Reddit. Yeah, or you can just make a paper account, really, too. You make a paper account, you buy the shares on the paper account, and then you just track the P&L. You can't really prove much with a screenshot. Like, I feel like you know, I've showed you guys my account so many times. It's hard to fake when you're on an actual like app, because if I was on the Thinkorswim app and it was a paper trading account, it would have delayed data. But, you know, so when someone's using an app, it's easy. It's a lot easier to spot if it's not real or not. But as far as like a website screenshot or something like that, I think it would be pretty hard to say if it was real or not. I think he does a share a day or something. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But even then, like, I saw that guy talking so much. It's like, do you really believe in GameStop? I don't know. I think you just make videos about it. Sometimes it seems that way for a lot of these GameStop YouTubers. It seems like they just make videos just for the views, but I can't prove anything, really. I can be super bullish on something yet decide I've got enough. I suppose conviction has limits. Yeah, for sure. I mean, with my own money, I'm all in, but I'm not like, you know, degenerate whole family's fucking life savings into GameStop, although I should have, you know, for how much conviction I have, I definitely should have. But yeah, there is definitely a limit to conviction, and, you know, circumstances as well that prevent you from doing whatever. Fake it till you make it. I just don't know how you're going to make it, though, because if this does keep going up throughout time, or if it ever squeezes, like, you're going to get exposed. You want to know what makes me, like, truly think a majority of these people who talk about GameStop aren't real holders? Because when I was first in GameStop, when I first made the first 40 grand or whatever, I was up massive when I first got into GameStop. I was going into like Twitter spaces, talking to people, and nobody was excited. Nobody was excited. I was fucking to the moon, like fucking lit, and nobody was excited. So I really don't think most people who talk about GameStop are even holders. Or, you know, if they are, they must not have that many shares, because I was tripping. But then I would go into these spaces and talk to other people, and it's like, we've been here forever. It's like, bro, the stock just fucking 8x'd in 3 days. What do you mean, meh? Are you, like, dumb? Like, what? It just 8x'd. Are you tripping? I don't know. Very weird. Very weird. I just think Team 51 is annoying. I don't even know what that is. I guess that's what that kid says. Should be Team GameStop, not Team Brokey. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just funny. It's just a funny word. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that word offends anyone. It's just a funny word to say. I bet if it was the first live I was in here, is up, you see me asking Cordell to show his shares. Did you? I don't remember. Cuz I don't think I really showed my position when I first started streaming. So I don't know if you asked me or not. I really don't. I really don't think you asked me. Cuz the first like month or so, I didn't really show my position. I don't know though. I can't remember. Team broke, it's the truth. I bet there are not that many retail holders over 1K shares. My guess maybe 5K people for GME. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. You don't even know how many holders there are in general. I don't think it ever says in the SEC filing. In a lot of companies' SEC filings, they'll tell you how many people are actually holding the stock, but GameStop's doesn't show, I don't think. Wouldn't most of this chat have over 1K shares? No, not everyone. Not everyone. I know a couple people do. I mean, there's people in here who don't even hold GameStop, like Kev. Some people on different levels, yeah. Amen. Amen. And, you know, this isn't really though it is a GameStop stream, we don't talk about GameStop most of the stream, so I would imagine there's a decent amount of people who don't even give a shit about GameStop. They're just here for the news and the stream. Speaking of that, though, how did the stream do today? Oh, not bad. Not bad. Kind of a slower stream today, but still good. I also haven't been streaming as long. Hasn't been 7-8 hour streams. Been a little bit shorter. I'm here for the future crypto content. I think it'll be GameStop for pretty much ever. Honestly. I don't really, at least for this, I don't see myself buying any crypto coins. I really don't see it. Although there's a lot of upside in some of those altcoins. I just don't see myself investing in that stuff. I would just buy more GameStop really if I wanted to buy anything else. It's a far cry from when I first came, though. It's true. A lot has changed. A lot has changed, but also not a lot has changed. Riot's crushing, bro. Well, doesn't look like we're going to be getting any GameStop news. One of my homies snapped up 200 contracts for $30 strike expiry tomorrow. Would be insane if somehow winning the money. That would be insane. That's an insane bet. You just throw in like $500 away, or however much those options were. Say really Thursday? Destin Rivals. Every time I try to get on here, it doesn't work. Every time. Last time it didn't even let me in the website. Watch Roaring Kitty post the next day after the options expire. Roberto. Haven't seen that name in here before. I got my pre-order at GameStop Plaza, Bonito Mall. I arrived at 11:40 a.m. There was a very small line to no line during this time in person. Let's go, Roberto. Let's go. Got that Switch 2, baby. Got that Switch 2. Let's go. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. Yeah, I don't know, there's no news or anything, so. 30's a stretch. Oh yeah, 30's a massive stretch. A massive stretch. But I'm sure the options were like $1 each, so you know, that's why he's doing it. Yeah, no news. No news, I guess. Is Ivy really low? I don't think so. I don't know if it says right here. I don't know what the Ivy is, but you're just at really, you know, prices that have been heavy resistance for almost a year now. So I just wouldn't expect it to go up like that. I mean, you're literally sitting right at the resistance of back early January when you got that first big like 10-15% down day and it wrecked a bunch of people. So you're literally just sitting right there, and where the stock sold off after the bond offering. So a lot of resistance here. I just wouldn't expect it to go straight to 30. You know, same as last time we were above 30s. Everyone's going to say it's going to the moon. Once it gets past 31, we're squeezing. It's like, nah, that's not how it's going to work. It's just going to grind. At least that's the hope. Hopefully it doesn't reject here, because that could be bad. But yeah, it's just going to grind. There's so many people. There's so many people trapped into these 30s that would love to get out. Had a 3069 spike. But come on, bro. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any news here. So, I guess it's time. Best part is when it gets to 30, they buy. Pretty much. And then they get wrecked. And then rinse and repeat. Headline, buckle up. Jim Cramer says he does not want to own GameStop. Good. I don't want him to own GameStop. Because fuck Jim Cramer. Just kidding, I don't know. Heading golfing in 30 minutes. Got a new speaker to test out. Nice. Golfing's fun. I grew up golfing. It's a good time. I haven't been in years, but my grandparents used to love golfing. Yeah, I'm out of here as well, though. So much love to everyone who supports just the stream. God bless you. I appreciate you, for real. I hope you know that. Shout out to everyone here. Moose, Muma, Jay Crispy, Small Fry if you're still here, Kev, Matt Romano. Who else is here? I don't know who else is here. Moose again. I think I already said Moose. I don't know who's here these days. There's only a few people that actually talk in the chat, so I'm sorry if you didn't get the shout out, but you got to be talking in the chat more. But much love to everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a beautiful Friday. And yeah, just have a good rest of your day. God bless ya. Peace.